Yeah.
The commission. The commission.
Yo, turn my headphones up.
Yeah, I can't talk through this one no more because Kev has the music blasting so loud that no one can hear us.
Right? Turn my headphones up, DJ.
Hey. Oh, all right. He getting his levels right. He getting his levels right.
Right. On the podcast.
Yeah.
Back at it.
What's up, KP?
Yeah, I'm back. I mean, had to do some things last week.
We ain't miss you.
We ain't miss you. There's some good conversations. I want to recap when we get to it.
Oh, we definitely gonna get into it. But before we even get started, though, let's go just say welcome to the Commission Podcast, episode 50.
Yeah, we back.
So we're going to get this number thing straight now, right? We were really trying to be gimmicky in the beginning.
It sounded better in the beginning.
It really did. It was great. We were just trying to attract the audience. We were starting to establish an audience. So, yeah, we're going to get the numbers right now. So between seasons 1 and season 2, technically we're at episode 50, which is a monumental episode, gents.
I would agree.
I would agree as well.
50
strong.
Yeah, man.
Not too many podcasts around for 50 episodes.
They don't do it like we do it, Kev. And speaking of Kev on the boards, KP in the building with his controversial self.
Yeah. Yes.
Mike, So Def affiliate.
I'm gonna let you finish.
And this is your man, Greg, going ahead and holding it down on the mic right now. So,
Go ahead. Interesting.
go on ahead.
Pause.
Thank you. All right. KP missed an interesting conversation that we kind of ended the show with, and he had a real strong opinion on
I thought
how
it was
we
pretty dope.
formatted the show last week. He
Yes, I
was
did.
really expressive in our group chat this week,
Absolutely.
which I as normally take offense to because I feel
did
like
you turn your notifications back
Absolutely.
As-
That's
Ah,
I'm
100%.
here for it.
I was like,
I had time.
you've really been back and forth here.
You know what I mean?
I
I
mean,
had time.
I
I was
was-
paying attention. You know what? It brings me to my point.
he always has time. What are you doing?
No. I'm
What are
super
you
busy.
doing?
But
What are you doing?
It brings me to my point
Okay.
about friendship. But I'm gonna let you key it up. Go ahead.
But
G.
you say we're just your friends. But you say we're just your friends. Oh no, we not. Sorry, I'm joking.
But you're not.
Facts. What was your
Facts.
point?
No,
What
no.
are you going to say?
So interesting. As I was listening to the podcast, first it was a great debate. If you guys missed it, you fucked up. But it was a great conversation about friendship and ranking your friends, and it made me think about something I always say, and I wasn't putting it into practice with my group of friends here, which is I treat my friendships like my relationships. So in my relationships,
Please
I put
don't.
Damn, so you just dropping
You buying me
us like
a Tiffany bracelet?
Yeah,
This-
I ain't got no bracelet.
First of all, KP looking out. You already know.
Oh, Tiffany bracelets on deck. That's
Tiffany
what that
bracelets
means.
it's
They
only
back
for the
in
ladies.
stock.
Okay.
Huh?
Alexis Sky, did you listen to that song?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
that's
that was for you.
funny.
Yo, Kev is super shady.
Tiffany Blue. Somehow, stop hating. But
Go ahead.
no. But I was saying in the sense that a lot of times I just be. Matter of fact, I do that though. I just be calling people just to say what's up and just.
Right.
I make an effort to try to just call somebody just to say hi and have a conversation.
I'm going to be honest.
I'm
I'm a terrible
to
friend
say-
in that sense.
Yes, I know. You never answer
I
my
don't
calls.
answer any phone. I
No,
don't answer the phone.
That's why you only have one friend. Think about it.
I rarely answer his calls. I don't talk on the phone. I don't answer the phone.
Bro.
I'm terrible at what you just said though, like calling. I'm just gonna pick the phone and be like, "Yo, Mike, man, what's going on?" How
You
doing?"
should make an effort.
I should.
You
Yeah,
should make an
should.
effort because
Should.
if you care about your friends, you gotta make an effort.
You're
And I
right.
said this. I was thinking about this earlier. I was like, if I haven't told you I love you, we're not friends.
I'm bad even with my family though. With
I
that.
guess we're not friends.
We're not friends. No, we're not. But we can get there. We still have
that's good
time.
though.
I'm alive and breathing. The roses, I can still get the roses if we send them. All right. But I feel like we both gotta make an effort. You know what I mean, that's what I was thinking about. It's about the effort. And I always thought that whenever I think of Mike, I always think Mike's gonna look at me like that boy. That's you that dude. That's the vibe Mike gave me. Like, man, that dude over here, he gonna look at my call like he gonna put the phone down, because Mike can't really see.
Yeah. all right.
Glasses on the
What
tip.
that
of
boy
the
was?
nose.
First of all, I never had glasses on.
What that boy was? Man, I'm gonna hit him up later.
You got
That
family
boy.
members that
that's
do that. They
funny,
like
yeah.
pull the phone further
That's
away so they can
hilarious.
see it.
That boy. That's what Mike
And
do. He
squint.
just got the LASIK.
Nah, yeah. If you get once you get the LASIK done, like you do have to you can't put stuff right in front of your face.
Right now, you
So
can't.
actually, it's not my fault. I have corrective vision. Your vision is just terrible, and that's why you got to push it
Right,
directly
right.
to
I
your
got
face.
Right,
contacts
but it
that
makes
I
for a
can
good joke,
see
though.
here.
It does. I like the joke.
It makes for a
better.
good joke. No, but the point I was trying to say.
That is true though.
It
It
makes for a
does
good
make
joke.
for a good joke though.
Yeah.
The point I was just trying to get to was that before we, Kevin, sucks that you have one friend, and Greg, you moved out here, you got no friends, and Mike, you got a lot of friends, you just don't
I
fuck
got a
with
lot of
us.
acquaintances.
But
Yeah,
Mike got a lot of friends, you just don't fuck with us. But we can't be out here doing a podcast when we don't hang out. And I'm always inviting dudes to come hang out. Greg, I don't like driving all the way up here because it's in the burbs, and we
I'm
kind
about
of
to say, when did I get an invite?
Yeah, I'm
outside
thinking
of
the
a
same
First of
random
all,
thing.
text.
we was at Ruben's drinking and chilling.
How many months ago was that? It was warm outside.
First of all,
Mike was
always,
there.
I always invite you to come to Ruben's.
A wasted night.
I always invite you. Kevin, I just be calling Kevin on the weekend. Never can get him. Kevin will text me back on like Tuesday. Like you call me on the weekend? Like, motherfucker, that was 6 days ago.
What's up, man? You need something?
Yeah,
That was 6 days
funny.
ago.
it was bail money before he got raped in jail.
Right?
Yeah,
And,
that's
I'm always
funny.
but I'm just trying to make a conscious effort to try to reach out. But if you're not giving the same energy, I'm gonna keep it pressing. So I'm gonna say this today. We have an opportunity to be friends. Let's do it.
Keep the same energy.
Keep the same energy.
Keep the same energy. And that was KP with his controversial take of the week.
I'm just saying, keep the same energy. That's all.
No, I feel you. That's interesting.
Any of you guys call your friends like that?
I
'Cause
do.
That's a good trait.
do.
I
and
do that all the
moral
time.
thing-
I
good
actually
morals
had
you
to.
got
I
there.
set it like an alarm clock to just be like, just call a random friend. It's call a random friend.
I don't call anyone. I don't even call family. Like it's
I'm
terrible.
the same
like that.
way.
Yeah, I'm just.
I'll go like weeks without even talking to my mom. Like,
Yeah,
a
I'm
whole
saying
week
what
and a half, 2 weeks.
months, bro. Like I seriously, like I'm just terrible at that.
Hold on,
Following
months
up,
without talking to your mom?
dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Months?
not months, but I go.
No, yeah.
Oh,
I have.
shoot.
My mom
yeah.
lives like 5 minutes from me.
Well,
This
is even
my mom
worse.
lives, a couple longer than that.
Definitely cut them off. You
But-
know what?
but
you guys might need to be on somebody's couch. I'm packing some shit. Just to be honest with you.
Nah, I don't think it's that. I think it's just that how I was like, I'm an only child. Like I've been alone, so I've never felt the need to rely on. Like I don't need companionship and people around to make me feel away or anything like that. I don't really even need friends, even though I feel like I've been popular most of my life. It's not something that I've sought. It's just something that happens. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Now you got to work at it, bro. Because you know what? When you say you're terrible, is acknowledging that there's a problem.
I don't understand what you mean
You
when
just
you
said,
say
I'm
that.
terrible at doing this. I'm terrible at calling that person. So you acknowledge that there's something you could work on to get better. I hated talking to people until I started having conversations.
Well-
and people be like, man, that's very nice of you. You just made my day. And I'm like, you know what? I ain't have to cash out this girl no money. I ain't have to do nothing special.
I
just
mean-
to pick up a phone call and say hello. And
I don't want to be that though.
Why not?
So, because that's not me. I mean, because you feel it's terrible, but I feel like it's my personality. It's what made me me. So I guess we look at it a little bit differently. Like I don't want to be the guy that's cash apping girls.
No, I
money.
mean,
Like,
this
I'm
was
just
a
saying.
joke.
I know what
Any
you're saying,
of
but
your
I'm just saying.
friends
It's a
call
joke.
you to be like, yo, how are you doing?
And it's funny that you say that
I do.
because
I do call Greg just to be how you doing. Yes or no, G?
you call me when you're mad about something and you want to vent.
No, I call you.
Or
to be
something
like,
happened.
I'm
That's
like,
when
G,
you
what's
call
up?
me. You
Matter of
did.
fact, I called your ass just the other day to try and invite you to the Sixers game.
And I said that. I knew he was gonna throw this out there. I was waiting
Just-
for that. I
just
was
the other
waiting for
day,
that. Right?
motherfucker.
The first time ever he's ever invited me
Well, it was
somewhere.
like an event. I was trying to hook you up.
And for the record, the Ruben Marks thing, I invited myself to, and I said, "Yo, let's go hang out." I set
I've
that
been telling
tone.
you for years how it's lit in there and how I've been picking up chicks.
It was
next
not
topic.
lit there.
That
I was
night
gonna
was
say,
lit.
I'm gonna let Mike say that.
It was not lit
It
that
was
night.
not that lit in there.
It was a married night.
It was married night. Okay, all right, yeah, well, all right, well, whatever. We picked
Carry
the wrong
on,
night.
carry
I,
on.
Either way, well, all I'm gonna say is no. I don't really talk to my friends like that. To Kev's
I'll
question.
text them all day.
Yeah, I'm a
I'll
big
text you all
texter.
day.
Yeah, that's what I am.
Yeah.
So
At this
impersonal.
point, I text.
It is.
You're right. It is
That's
very
why I like
impersonal.
it.
You know, you guys are
Because I
probably
can respond on
introverts.
my own time too.
Oh, okay.
I just don't. I don't enjoy conversations
Do you
that
FaceTime
well with
your
people.
friends?
No, I don't have an iPhone.
Okay, if you did, would you?
No,
Okay, good.
girls, but not
There's-
guys.
I'm not FaceTiming. I don't like when people FaceTime me. I'm not FaceTiming anybody.
You got to step into the new age.
You
bro.
know what? I will say this to KP's point. You're right. I do have to be better.
Yeah,
I do.
We growing
Yeah, I could do
older.
be-
You
I
gotta,
know I could do better. at that.
Only because, like, especially with the family thing, like, I get a lot of flack for that. And I know I do, and it's just something that goes over my head.
stop being the Grinch, bro.
It's not even about being a Grinch. It's just being in myself. Like,
I'm sure when your family sees you though, they have a great time.
of
like,
course,
hanging out. And just cutting it
exactly.
up, right?
And that's the
Yeah.
other thing. Is like, yo, it feels like sometimes you're always on stage a bit. Like, you always have to give a certain level of energy when you're interacting with certain people. They expect a certain reaction or level from you, and it's just like sometimes I just want to go to work, come home, and just chill, and watch the game. You know what I
Right?
mean?
No, I understand. I'm so family. You have to sometimes you just gotta be. You can't choose those people, right?
Right.
That's who they are. But your friends, you chose them. So if you chose this person,
Well, I can
And you
choose them
gave
not to be that too.
I mean, but I'm
Like,
saying
I
if
think
you
friend-
chose the
would-
friend, if you give them the title,
would you
then
say
you gotta
that
do it full, both sides.
Would you say friends grow apart?
Absolutely. I have a lot.
'Cause-
There's a lot of people that I cut
What's
people
the
off
yay
every year.
line? What's the yay line
I
about
can't-
friends?
I can't remember.
Huh?
The
You
yay
remember?
line.
No. Well,
People
what?
in your life for seasons.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
People in your life are like seasons.
Okay.
Oh, that's off for the
know.
nothing lasts forever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Adam
yeah,
Levine
I
joint.
can't remember that, John.
They-
Oh, okay.
Seasons
No.
change.
Yeah. Yeah. I
They're
mean,
your
yeah.
friends.
We all grow.
No, but I'm just saying there's some people who are here because they've been here for forever, and then there's
Right.
other people who are here because it's actually adding value. I'm really big on people adding value to my
I
life.
agree.
So I'm all about maybe you put me on to something.
That's
or we
why
talking
I don't
about
have a lot of
something.
friends, is because I only have, and I said this on the last episode, I only have 5 at a time, usually.
He's
and
had
they're
5 at
usually-
a time.
For
I mean,
real. No, for real friends. Like,
MySpace.
My mate keeps a bench.
Tom is one of his friends.
100%, like literally, because it's like to Kev's point, you have a lot of acquaintances. You meet a lot of people that you just cool with. I wouldn't necessarily categorize them in friends. Like, if you're my friend, you know every kind of aspect of me.
No.
Like, to me, that's my
Nah, I
definition.
know someone's not my friend.
Mhm.
If the only time they ever hit me up
They need something.
is when they need me a favor or something like
100%.
that, and I'm like, yo, this the only time you call.
Right.
No, I'm
Or
Let's
text.
we started this last week, and we're not going to we're not going to spend too much time on this.
right. We want to rank.
Where are we at? Who are you to me, Kev?
Ooh.
I mean,
Who are me?
Nobody.
What?
See, I-
That question was kind of in reverse.
No.
Adam,
Who am I to
are
you?
you?
You
Adam-
supposed to
No,
say,
no.
who am I?
Out of the
yeah,
four.
Who are
I-
you
I
to
got
him?
one.
You know what he meant, though.
Out of,
God
like,
damn it, Mike,
You
semantics,
guys,
man.
you guys,
Jesus.
y'all been working for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We worked for years.
We've hung out.
We've hung out several
Been to my
times.
house. I've been to your
I
house.
have,
but,
yes,
but,
we
but
have.
to quote him, he only has one friend. But carry on, Kev.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
look at
That is
KB
true.
holding him accountable. Look at this.
You obviously didn't listen to the rest of that.
I listened to all of it.
It's fair to say I'm the only one that said I had multiple friends.
You
right?
did say that.
Yeah.
You
Alright,
did say
well,
that.
they
But
don't
none
feel
of them are here. But go on, Kevin.
he did say that too. He did say that too.
That could be
KP
true
was
as
paying
well.
attention last episode. I see.
I listened to this. I was like, these motherfuckers.
I hang out with the three of you more than I hang out with any of my other friends.
You might have to reevaluate your thought process. You might have some friends here.
That's a possibility.
That's true.
A possibility. Uh-oh. Somebody's about to meet the baby.
There's a light bulb. You, sir, you qualify.
I don't know if let's not get out of hand here.
Ooh.
That was funny. That was a good one. That was good. KP, are you my friend? No, we're not friends because
We're not
I
friends.
yeah, I
'Cause
already
you
know me and KP.
You don't reciprocate.
No,
You
no,
don't-
no,
you
it's
don't
not even that. No, we're not friends because
reciprocate.
no, we're
Reciprocate.
Reciprocate.
yeah.
Excuse me, it
Oh
could
my
carry
God,
the
he
R.
can't talk.
You talking about Yosemite Sam, don't
Yeah, I know, right? We're not friends because remember I
serious.
listen to drug dealer music.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Oh,
he
yeah.
doesn't
No,
support
I
drug
don't
dealer
follow you on
music and all
Instagram,
that
but
stuff.
you
Well, you can't be my friend.
Is
Then
that
you
like
don't follow
is
me.
that a real thing?
What?
You don't follow him on Instagram?
No.
No, I was just fucking.
Oh,
No,
all right.
no, he really does. No, we're not friends. We're not. We
I don't
just
think
come
we
here
are.
and debate
You
all
know
the
what?
time.
We do, and you know what? And I think that we need to be friends. And I make an effort. My phone never rings with you. It's always one sided.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Yo, I'm
I
gonna
answer the
say
call,
this,
so
and I
that
don't
means
want
it's
you to take it
two-sided.
The wrong way. It's easier to be a friend when you're single too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a fact.
All right.
That's a fact. That's a good point. I'm
Yeah.
glad you brought that up.
Like
Not
look at Mike's
necessarily.
life, for example, right?
Oh shit.
Oh, my
What?
God. Let's get right to
No,
Mike.
Mike got 2 kids.
Mike's
Okay.
all
Mike's
quiet.
married. Mike got a busy schedule.
Mike got friends though. He said he got multiple
I know,
friends.
but Mike's a good friend.
Mike makes
Well,
an effort.
no,
There's a
I-
difference. It's easier to be a friend when you want to be a friend. If you
But
don't want to be a friend
I
with
bet
nobody,
you most of Mike's friends have kids too, and his kids probably play with his friends.
That's not
kids.
necessarily true.
Nah.
They may have their own
I'm about
kids
to say, which friend you got that don't got no kids?
that don't got no
You don't
kids.
gotta name
No, I'm
them.
saying like right,
I'm
but
just
we not
curious.
all together like with our
But
kids.
all your friends
but
do
they're not,
have,
they haven't played.
and
with
they're
we're
not,
not-
like small. They're not far away from each other either.
Right, but we not really like having like we not having play dates and
No,
stuff
but
like
it's
that.
easier to be like, yo, you ask your wife, yo, we're gonna go over such and such's house, and the kids are coming with you, right?
As if the wife gets along.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
true.
lot that goes into that. But for
Yeah.
the most part, nah. Like sometimes we'll just like I've come out. Remember, I've gone out, came over here. I watched the fight
Yeah.
other places by myself
Yeah.
because
Right.
not because any beef or anything like that,
Nah, I
but
feel
because
you.
It's just
only
easier.
one
Nah,
of
I
us
know
can
you-
go at a time.
'Cause
You know
you
what
gotta
I'm
stay
saying?
home.
It's easy.
Yeah.
What you just,
But-
first of all, Kev, you just had an effing kid, all right? You out here cheating. You got like I'm gonna let you slide because you got about 4 years to keep claiming that the kid.
And we used to hang out before that all the time.
That's fact.
we giving you a pass, but you still can pick up the phone, right? You can
Hey.
pick
I'm
up
not
the phone.
calling nobody, man.
Travis Scott, pick up the phone, dog.
Pick up the phone.
Nah, sometimes I just feel like you got to make. I mean, if it's your real friend, you got to make the effort and
Make an effort,
call
dog.
if you haven't spoken in a while, and just be like, yo, what's going? Because you never know what's going on in somebody's life where they probably. I've known people that'd be like, well, if I haven't heard from this person in like 3 months, I'm just deleting their number out my phone.
I
'cause
do that.
Obviously, like I don't do
I don't
that
do that.
because
I'm not doing
I'm
that.
not doing
Yeah,
that.
I'm
Because
not
if they
doing
call
all
me
that.
and I want to talk to them, I'm not
Yeah.
going to not to pick it up.
Yeah, exactly. That's a fact.
Or like I
Yeah,
said,
that's a
sometimes
fact.
yo, you just
Recording and
never.
saving.
Sometimes you just never know what's going on in somebody's life.
And I think that's
how
why
look
I
at it.
don't call people because I feel like if you're not hitting me up, then you must be too busy. You know what I mean? Like I assume that everybody,
But like I
especially
said-
because I don't have kids and every one of my friends for the most part have kids, I just assume that everyone uses kids as a busy scapegoat. Like, you know what I mean? Like whenever I don't want to really do nothing. Like right now, if I don't want to do something right now, the only thing I use is my wife. I'm like, nah, you know what? My wife, she don't feel too
so
good,
you
whatever,
be
whatever,
lying.
whatever. Of course. But people with kids lie too. Don't get it twisted.
lying.
And Mike and Kev can lie on this podcast and say that they don't. But I
I'm
guarantee
definitely
you,
not going to lie and say that.
no, not saying that you sick, that your kid is sick, but like, no, I don't have a babysitter. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
no,
Or
yeah,
something
for
like
real.
that. You know what I mean? You'll
I
say
mean, that's real life,
something
though.
like that. But what I'm saying is that I, as a person who doesn't, and who's not
You
in that
don't have the
situation,
kid to scapegoat.
I assume that if I don't hear from a person, that's the route they're always going to take. And that's what I just assume, like, oh, kids are just that consuming of your life that you can't do anything else outside of, you know what I mean, taking care of them.
I'm gonna
So
start
I'm
calling
not,
you
I don't
guys
hit them up.
at like 2, 3 in the morning.
I'll be
and
up, you know
don't-
that.
I know you'll be up.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't
I'm
pick up.
yeah,
Be like,
I'm playing video games.
okay.
All right, I'm
You're
here.
not. KP's not.
You all right over there?
What? I'm playing video games.
Oh, man. All right.
You all right,
Mike
Mike?
done lost a mic. I don't hear nothing he's saying right now.
No, you good.
No, he's not.
Is the
It's-
mic on?
Nope. Your mic ain't right. Check one.
I don't know.
Yeah, ain't nothing popping, homie.
He's dead. Pause that, John.
There I go.
There it is.
Yeah,
There he
Alright,
go.
my bad.
There he go.
We
There
switched.
he go.
Tripping.
Mike
No,
need to be in his lax.
I was.
Falling
okay,
asleep
you know
like
what
the guy
I'm
on the
chilling.
couch.
You know, guys, what you guys
Yeah,
I do?
relax.
This is my single move that I do when I don't want to have a phone conversation. I call once. I call, wait for one ring, and hang up because one ring qualified, missed call, like boom.
That's clown shit.
Very
Right
much
on
so.
time.
Very much so. You know what I mean?
Like you don't really want to talk to the person. You just make the one call. Whoop, hung up. Like yo,
That's
I
a bad
called you.
friend.
That's sometimes you
You
have
might
bad
as well not even make
conversations.
the call.
yeah, I mean, come on, man.
Different
No, I
females.
will call or text, like period. I mean, it may
I'll
not be
text
a
you all
call.
day.
No, not
Cool
even.
with
I'm
the
just talking
text.
about somebody you may have not heard from and like, yo, what's going on? Just want to
Yeah,
see
you gotta
everything
do
was
that,
good.
though.
Like,
You
because you just like I said, you never know what's
Right,
going on in
man.
somebody's
it
life.
Might, it might be good. I mean, I'm be honest with you. I'm chilling. My boss like, yo, we need to make some moves. Immediately, I thought, right, took my people up, and we're not even friends.
Well, if you're not his friend, then I ain't getting no texts
Yeah,
Nah,
about
you know that.
a game.
You know Mike and KP ain't friends.
No, we
Come
ain't
on.
friends.
Yeah.
I'm that boss.
Nah, that's, you know,
This guy.
Yeah.
on
This
the-
guy.
we disagree about a lot musically,
Yeah.
but other than that, you know,
Yeah.
I've never heard a story where Mike was like, yo, man, I was rapping to KP over the weekend.
Never happened.
I mean,
I've never heard KP was like, yo, man, me and Mike just got off the horn. We was just on some
You
bullshit.
know what, Mike? I think
Never- think about it. Has that ever happened? We're all cool here. Let's give it a
that's
beat.
not forced to issue neither. Like, he got his daughter. He be doing stuff like
You know-
I be
you know,
doing.
You can say
Yeah.
the
Maybe-
same thing about me and Mike, though.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Mike will stop by the office and be like, yo, chop it up, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. And y'all probably have
KP,
conversations
I did
individually.
used to go over there and holler at him when he was in the office.
He used to
Yeah.
come over and be like, "Yo, what Kev?"
Yeah, all right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's all good. It's all good. Listen, all I'm
That's-
saying is we
that's-
need. I like the fact that we putting this out on the table because
I'm saying we
I
can
like
get
to
better.
be cool with y'all. Yeah, we can definitely be better.
Yo, I could definitely do better.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
shit,
man. Be a better friend,
be,
man.
be more like me. Just call
Yeah.
out of the blue. It's just
I'm
good.
not calling you, but just
Yeah,
be a
I'm
better
not-
friend.
I'm
might
just saying
call-
a phone
I
call
might
is
call
good.
you and be like, yo, text me.
Text.
Yo, I'm about to text you, so
Yeah.
look out.
That's funny. KP was talking about tricks he used to avoid having to talk to friends. What tricks do you
For
use?
females.
To okay, this
Oh,
is even
hold
better
on, hold on.
segue.
Before we go into that,
You want-
I got my friends here something. All right, because I didn't know if we were
Uh-oh.
going to do a show next week.
Oh,
And
okay.
since this is the 50th episode,
All
I
right.
got y'all something.
Oh,
All right,
look
shit.
at
check you out.
Kev. Look
You
at
better
y'all.
than me.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Kev come
Hold on,
bearing
I'm
gifts. What is this? Let me see.
It's a
what
little table. You put it on the coffee table.
Uh-oh. Let me
this
see.
is. What is that?
Make it like this.
Oh,
This
this is
a pretty
dope.
book.
Oh, this is. Oh man.
Yo,
First
so
of all,
what, read.
all
Say
right.
the name.
So
and
so
the
so
author.
the name of it is it's the Rap Yearbook. It's by Shia Serrano, forward by Ice-T, illustrated by Arturo Torres. It's a New York Times bestseller.
So it's like the best songs of that particular year, and then there's a story that goes with each of the songs. It's pretty dope.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh
Yeah.
man, look at this.
And the
thing right
illustrations in it are kind of crazy too.
Kev is the
2000
friend.
big
Kev
picture.
is the friend that gets you a gift, and then
And
now
even though
I
he don't mess with you.
and well, even though if he don't mess with you, because we're not friends.
this is
But he's the
beyond-
guy that get you a gift, and now I feel bad because now I got to get him.
This
something.
Nah, you ain't gotta get.
No, I do.
This
Nah,
is beyond
nah.
thoughtful.
I-
Yo, this is-
you know what?
yeah, man. Like, come
What
on.
a couple episodes ago,
Yeah.
my gift giving was I don't have any expectations for gifts ever.
I feel you. I
Alright?
remember
So you
hearing
don't have
that.
to get me no gift.
No, but you're gonna get.
I
Something
had
now.
got this. Actually, my one friend had got me this
Okay.
a couple years ago.
Nobody in this room.
No, nobody in this room. And I'm like, you know what? It'd be cool. Give the guys that for Christmas.
Yo,
Pretty
this
dope.
is really dope, man.
Yeah,
Like
this
you
is
gave me
alright.
something for my coffee. Yo, this is great.
Easy E straight out of Compton.
Yo,
Okay.
this is
Yeah,
crazy.
it goes up
bro.
to like 2015, maybe.
Oh, that's
I can't
cool.
remember.
Kev has a friend now.
California love.
Yo, I
2.0.
shouldn't have to buy
He-
you a gift.
he's
to be
earned
my
your
friend.
friendship
yeah,
now?
that's fucked up.
Cause he
Oh,
spent the
man.
dub on you. He spent the dub on
Kev
you.
has a friend now.
That's crazy, man. Thank you
Yeah,
you,
man.
Kev.
So
good
Merry
looking
Christmas,
out.
fellas.
He's spent
Yo,
the dub.
we're friends
Clap
now,
that one up.
man.
Oh,
Good-
man.
good-
All right, man.
Funny thing is, me and Kev's been friends. I always talk to Kev.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
All the time.
Nah, look how he switch up so quick,
Yeah,
Mike.
now he
No,
controversial.
Now Kev
No,
is his friend.
contradiction.
We're like
Yeah,
12,
man, like,
18 minutes in, I wasn't your friend.
I know.
That was- that's a joke.
Now all of a
That's
sudden you get a gift.
Yeah.
Now. It's just like a girl. Yeah,
we
man.
always
Now
go-
it's
Yep,
just
yep.
like a girl.
Nah, that's BS. Because I used to just call Kev out the blue just to talk to him. On
Now
his
y'all
leave.
was BFFs.
Yes or no?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yes or no,
Out
right?
of the blue.
All the time. I used to call. I be calling people. I make an effort.
Listen,
I'm
we
not
see that.
answering, but you call.
You're right. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, we appreciate that. We
He used to tell me.
appreciate
He
the
used to
thought.
tell me how busy he was on leave. Like, bro, you ain't busy.
Sitting around doing the same thing you doing right now.
Let's go to the next.
No. So we were talking about the tricks you use on females in order to, allow them to see that you've made an effort to call them. What tricks do you use to try to? How do you get them, KP? Like, I'm just curious. Like,
How do I pick up women?
no. Okay, pick up women. We can start there. Okay.
What's your go-to?
Yeah. What's your move? Like, you know how everybody had a move back in the day. Not even a move, but like maybe a saying or a statement, a line, if you will.
It all depends on the situation, to be honest with you, and I assess the situation before I make a move. So that's really how it works.
You assess
Give
the
me a
situation.
situation.
Yeah,
So
I'm about to
situation
say
would
that.
be
Here's a
like
situation.
a situation would be like, where are we? You know, how much time do I have? Like, I'm thinking about all those factors.
All right, so you see someone at the bar,
Right.
and you are interested.
I'm interested, so I might come over and stand right next to her, and like I'm about to order a drink, and then try to get into a conversation and be like, and then I'll see her vibes and see if she's talking back. If not, I'll be like, hey, what you drinking? And I get her a drink and I walk away and just and be ghost. But in reality, I'm just watching like. All right, cool. I'm back for another one. Hey.
All right.
And so I already bought her a drink because, usually guys buy a drink and try to spark a conversation
You buy a
immediately.
drink and sit back and watch.
I buy a
Where's
drink.
that
Some
clown
creepy
shit?
ass
I buy a
shit.
drink
No,
and
no, no,
disappear.
No.
I buy a drink and I go away and I go talk
But
with
you
other
watch
people.
her as she's drinking.
I'm just
her
making
drink.
sure that she's
That
by
she's-
What
herself.
if you? How many?
You're making
times
sure
have
that
you-
the drugs are working, right?
I ain't putting nothing in the
I'm
drink.
like,
It makes sure
I don't
that Bill
understand
Cosby
why
is,
you sitting
nah,
here. if I
fully
was-
dissolved.
How many
I'm just
times have
joking.
you bought a drink and then she went and
Talk to the next man.
or is with another dude?
Oh.
Oh, it's funny. It's funny you guys say that because I'm in the barbershop and I'm talking and some dude's talking about this girl and he's guy talking to barbershop. I'm just sitting in the chair getting a haircut and he be like, you know her. I'm like, who you talking about? He's like, yeah, you be buying her drinks. She be bringing it to me all the time. And everyone started.
Oh shoot!
Wow.
I was like, yo, bro,
clown
we're gonna have to fight though. Like,
That's clown shit.
Yeah, that's kind of.
we're gonna have to fight though. You trying to embarrass me here? You know what I mean? You gotta-
Yo.
Not in the barbershop.
We in the
Not with all-
barbershop.
Yeah, not with all the guys
and,
around.
and the guys started laughing. I'm like, yeah, but we in the bar and buying them drinks and having a good time. I mean, I'm just not trying to press them immediately after I buy the drink. So I'll buy a drink, drink it up, and then I'll holler at you later. If not, then we keep.
So
it
your
pushing.
move is just to buy him a drink first.
Buy him a
At
drink
the
and
bar.
just be.
It's-
At the
remember
bar.
you said it has to be.
It depends on
on
the situation.
The landscape.
You had landscape, how much time we have, because you know what, the girl might be there by herself, and she might be dying for a conversation with somebody. I'm gonna buy you a drink, and I'm gonna disappear, and she's just gonna be like,
Do
"Wait,
girls go to the bar by themselves?
yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the bar that KP had us go to.
yeah,
It looked like it
All the
was
bars.
several there
Nah, I
by
don't think girls go to
themselves.
the bar by themselves.
all the bars.
No,
you
it
go to.
was, Kev, for
Yeah.
good reason. They were there by themselves.
Yeah, girls go to the bar by themselves.
Yeah, no, or they might go with their
Your wife's
girlfriends.
been to the bar by herself.
I don't know, but what she was doing before
No,
I
right.
met her. I don't put nothing. I don't put nothing past
for a
nobody.
fact
But
that my wife's never been to the bar by herself.
She might go with her girlfriends, but it's
That's
like
not by herself.
that's a fact.
she might go to meet somebody there, maybe. So maybe somebody's
Yeah,
coming. Yeah.
Okay.
So we don't know. I don't know what the situation.
you.
That's why you gotta stand back in the sets. You could come up and just start striking moves, and a dude could be like, "Hey, my man," and you'd be like, "Damn." So
I mean, well, what if she? You know what I mean? You know the name of the game. Yo, chose me.
nah.
We can handle this like some gentlemen.
no.
Don't give us some gangsters.
You had some mics and some metal shit.
I'm just saying.
Nah, I don't even play it like that. So buy him a drink, keep it moving, and then see what happens. Sometimes you just put the bait out there.
So
Sometimes
you
girls
gonna
come back.
buy him a drink?
Right.
Ooh,
They always be there to cut.
ooh.
Have you ever bought some girl a drink and then her dude like pressed you?
Nah, no dude never
No?
pressed me. Dude did give me a look like a head nod. So he didn't give me a head nod. He kind of gave me like this.
Like he didn't break a bottle in the
No,
bar.
no,
like,
he
come
just
to
kind of
fight
he
you?
just kind of gave me like almost like
fuck
a
kind of
he
bars
kind of
Kev
gave me
going
like
to?
a he kind of gave me like a
Right.
territorial.
Break him the bar.
I'm like, this is West Side Story?
He kind of gave he gave me like this territorial look, like he gave
That's
like it was
funny.
like a really like street look, like that. So I sent his ass a drink, like bitch, drink. Whatever he drink that up,
Yo,
bitch.
Well, remind me to go to whatever bar KP's at. He buying
I
the
know,
whole
right?
bar out. God damn.
Nah, I mean, it's just what you do. That's the technically the ammunition you have there,
I
because you
feel
can't really spark a conversation right off the bat.
Well,
because
I don't know. I know Mike had some moves back in the day.
No, it
I
depends.
know Mike had a
You
lot.
understand?
Let's go to Kev.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Let's go to Kev.
Mike was 100%
Yeah,
the
right.
smooth guy.
Yeah, right.
Oh, of course
Yeah,
he's super
yeah.
smooth guy.
Smooth guy.
Mike always started the story with many years ago, many years ago,
this-
way long, way before me and
I
Michelle
ain't-
got.
I'm
together.
like, look.
he always starts.
First of all, I'm
there.
not that
Back when I
thorough.
had cornrows
So
and an afro.
Yeah,
I
right,
never
right,
had
right.
that.
I mean, but in all honesty, the girl really accepts you to pick her up, because you just can't come off the back and just grab a girl like and start hollering her and think you're gonna win. She has to either be like okay with it.
I don't know.
Or
I don't
not,
know. I
nah.
mean, I don't know, man.
Well, they will. Well,
Dig in,
right?
Greg.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I'm
Dig
yeah.
in, Greg.
I will. I
You
mean, I don't have a
We'll
problem
jump
with.
to you.
No, that's not
you
even
act, you
that.
act like your G was so strong. You like, no, I'm leaving with your number.
Call it.
Right? Dude,
I'm not laughing.
8675309.
I mean, some guys are laughing. I'm not laughing. Like, you know what I mean, my thing is this. Like, my shit is solidified. Like, we can go through. I can call people right now to let you know how I am back in the day. People have shared stories with me, embarrassingly telling people how I was back in the day. So I feel you that. It's not even about slaying ass. It's not about slaying ass. It's about just, I mean, my thing was this. I always like to make people laugh. That's my thing.
Yeah,
Like,
you
you know what I mean? So, like, I'm not buying you a whole bunch of drinks, but I feel like my conversation is A1, and I feel like I can at least get a smile out of you. If I can get a smile out of you, I feel like I'm in there. Period.
Mhm.
Point blank, period.
I mean, that's good. But what I was saying is,
Go ahead.
I don't know what you're here for.
It
right?
doesn't matter what you're here
Nah,
for.
she
Because
might
even
be
if I
in the
leave,
mood. She might have had a bad day. Might not even want to talk. So leave, buy her drink,
then that's why
loosen
you
up.
crack the smile, sir.
Nah, I'm not even,
Because now you've gotten their mind off of whatever they was going
it's
through.
funny.
Bro.
Girls be hitting on me at the bar these days.
Okay,
So
now, all right. After I was buying them drinks, now the girl. Okay.
Yeah.
I do buy
Okay.
a drink, but
No,
when they come and say thank you, might spark a conversation.
Okay.
All it is bait. And, you
No,
know, if
what
they
I'm
bite,
saying,
I
what
got
I'm
'em.
saying is that you don't always have to invest initially before you decide to engage with a person. That's all.
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, you can.
It depends where you are in the bar.
No, I don't believe it does.
No, it don't.
I don't believe it does.
I feel like we're at a bar. They're sitting at the bar. It's one thing if they're sitting off on the table.
Then you
It's
have
one
a
thing if we're at
So
conversation.
if
bar.
there's a girl sitting at the bar and she doesn't have a drink, she's waiting for someone to buy her a drink, and she's probably not gonna spend any time talking to you.
It depends. If it's a bar, if it's at a party.
You think a girl just sitting at the bar by herself without a drink?
Depends where
If you can get
give
them
you
to
the time
laugh
to yeah, I
about why
agree.
they don't have a drink,
Okay.
and you can play that angle because you already understand the purpose of why she's sitting here, then you can have fun with it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Once you start having fun with somebody, they loosen up.
Yeah.
The minute you start getting them to laugh and chuckle, and even at themselves sometimes, because like, come on, sweetheart, I know what you're doing. Like, seriously. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, and especially if you're an attractive woman, then you can really have fun with it because you know a million guys already done tried to buy them drinks or try to holler at them. So
Right.
now you
But
just
I'm not
try.
trying to holler. Just
Don't
buy a
matter.
drink.
Yeah, well, an attractive woman will know if somebody just buys them a drink what their intentions are. That's why I'm saying, like, conversation goes a long way. And if you're able to maintain a conversation,
Absolutely, I agree with that.
regardless of what the topic is, and I feel like you halfway there for real, without investing on anything, just because
that's at
she's
the bar.
interested.
If I'm
now.
at the supermarket, it's a whole nother ball game. I'm just saying.
I don't even know. You know what's funny? I probably wouldn't even holler at a girl at the supermarket
Oh, I love
because
talking to
that's
women in the
not
supermarket.
in my opinion, the environment that I would normally approach somebody. And
That's where you.
if
pick
I
up,
were to spark up a
that's
conversation,
where you
then
go
it
pick
just
up
happens.
that's where you pick up the real ones at in Whole Foods. You know what I mean? That's where you get the real
Okay,
ones.
all right.
And Whole Foods.
I wasn't single.
Whole
when they had
Foods.
Whole Foods.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Save a
all
lot.
these. Yeah, all
Yeah,
right.
I see.
I was at Menards.
He was already
Acme.
Yeah, he
When
said
I was single.
Giants. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
when I was
he-
single. Yeah,
Go to-
yeah,
go
yeah.
to
I
Whole
think it's the
Foods,
same play.
Trader Joe's.
Same play. But
Same
you know,
play,
if
like
you ain't
whether it's
hearing-
on turf or grass, it's the same play.
right, it's a turf or grass.
Real rap. Like Greg said, like what he said is I ain't gonna say it's true. I can relate to because like I'm not the tallest dude in the world. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not.
I'm
you
not
know
either.
you gotta
Yeah.
look at it like but I play my angles well enough
Yep.
to know that. You know what I mean? Who's he? I'm not Morris Chestnut, and I'm
Yeah,
not
Like,
Easy E.
I'm not the guy that's
So-
getting hollered at, so I gotta be strategic as far as my
That's what
approach.
I said.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
in reality, I'm
and I
just
know
trying to
guys that are
differentiate.
the guys that get hollered at. You know what I mean? I'm just not one of them. So the funny thing was my thing. I'm sure to Mike's point. I'm short. You know what I mean? Like so. You just gotta try to be creative with it.
Well, I
And
never said I was short.
Yeah,
you said I'm not the tallest guy.
I said I'm not the tallest guy,
All right,
but
whatever. All right,
the-
Napoleon
I'm
complex.
still a solid 5'10" at least.
Solid.
Nah.
Solid.
That's wishful
You know what I
thinking.
mean? Nah, but you
5'10"
know-
with lips in the shit.
That's what it says. That's what it says on his driver's license.
Yeah, my license say 5'10", bro. Respect my L's.
the
All right?
L's.
No, but you know what it is though. Like honestly, like I'll even like create a funny, not even a funny situation, but I can act like I'm coming from one. Like, oh man, it's crazy. Like KP said, if you at the bar, I'm like, oh man, they crazy over there. Like, oh my bad, I ain't mean to bump you or whatever. My bad. Like,
She was
how you
like,
doing?
huh?
You all right? And just play that whole angle. Like, how you do? You good? You all right? Yeah, I'm good.
I just be
you know.
trying to keep it 100.
That's
man.
it. But no. What I'm saying is that sometimes you gotta like just set up the opportunity for yourself. And from there, it can be like, oh yeah, whatever the conversation is, y'all like, we out here having a good time. If what I've learned is this: if you look like you're enjoying life to the fullest,
Hell
that's
yeah.
attractive.
It's confidence.
It's confidence.
All
and
you
that's
gotta do is be
attractive.
confident.
So
Hell
it don't
yeah.
really matter. Like you said, I'm not buying you nothing. I'm not doing this, that, and the third. If me and you having a great conversation, I just bump into you, we having a great conversation or something. Look, I'll pay for that on the strength. Like I don't feel like I'm tricking off for nothing, because
Ain't
I will
tricking if you
invest
got it.
into.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
I hate that line. Yes, it is.
because
It's
I
still
can
true.
invest into a good time versus
Right.
like So it'd be like, oh yeah, grandson, I got it. Like it's cool. Like hey, matter of fact, I'm about to go back. You more than welcome to come have a good time. Whatever the case may be. Like not necessarily like I'm buying you. That's that old 70s shit. I feel like I'm buying you a drink at the bar and
But I'm not trying to spark a conversation. Plus
right. But
it's
that's
20
even so.
and
So
plus
to
it's
me,
2018, and I don't even really be going for a girl until I see her friends. That's been my New Year's resolution since the beginning of the year. Like,
Until you see her
I'm
friends.
done.
I don't know.
Kev, what do you?
What's-
Kev, what did you do? I just
many-
wanna- when you
too
were a
many
single
L's.
guy, I just want to. Yeah, I'm done.
You
Kev,
gotta-
Kev, what
you
did
gotta
you
turn
do?
his
Turn
mic
his
down a little bit. And then,
I'm
Kev,
like,
you-
I don't even
somebody
know what
else-
he's talking about right now.
I just don't know. Y'all still
See,
out
I don't even
here.
understand
You know
why
what?
the friends
Yo,
have
I-
anything
This
to
is
do
why
with
we're
this.
not
Yo,
friends.
no,
This is why we're not
He's
friends.
gonna say- I think you know why he says that. Because he
Oh
probably
my
wants to
God.
see if she is the ugly one out of the group, and that's
That's-
terrible.
Listen.
That's terrible.
No,
when
no,
you
no,
know
no,
that,
no, no.
but that's probably what you're thinking.
That's exactly.
I
what I'm
understand
thinking.
it, but what I'm saying is that he's not spinning it the right way because if
I'm talking to you guys.
check this
What you
out.
talking about?
No, what I'm saying, I'm saying if I'm out, Thank God you're not the baddest one because you're gonna be like, yo,
Your head
oh,
is gonna be
boy,
so
cool.
fucking big if you're the baddest joint out of your crew that it's gonna be that
I
much
don't know. I
harder
just
to
need
try to
assess.
break
To
that
me,
down.
just meet
In my
everybody.
opinion,
The science of it is this: like, I've been in situations where it'd be like, all right, let's say if I'm going to, and like Greg said, I can probably have people speak on it for me better than I can. But if we go into, I remember one time with my man, we went to store in King of Prussia. Some chick in there, she bad, yada yada. Mike, go see what you can do. Go see what you can do. All right, cool, got it. I'm gonna go in there. I'm chopping it up with the I hate to say it, but the less attractive one. Let's just say we chopping it up. So the one that's bad, she's interested to know like why he over there, chopping it up with Shorty, chopping
this
it
is
up
the
with her.
how to
Playing
be a
mind
player.
games.
No, this is
Yeah.
the how to be a player.
I
No,
definitely
no.
saw
Bill
this.
Bellamy.
Bill Bellamy.
You know what?
It didn't work out for him.
Yo, actually, it did work out great for him. in
It
that
probably
movie.
did, but what I'm
Yeah.
saying is that like, natural curiosity is like, yo, what's going on? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so she come over, I'm like, yo, let me ask you your opinion. Like, we was over here chopping it up. Let me ask you your opinion. Whatever, me and her chop it up real quick. I'm like, all right, that's cool. Like, we don't really need you no more.
Right.
And then, like, at the end of the day, make a long story short, she passed off the number and everything like that. And it was just like a little social experiment for me and my homie. Like, I was just breaking stuff down for him. But it works better, like I'm trying to tell KP, it works better that way because when her friends she's co-signing you to her friends. Oh yeah, he
Right.
cool. Like, yada yada yada. Oh, for real? And then you just fall back into what you want. I mean, and hopefully, it works out.
To be honest with you, the whole point of this is just to be yourself and let the charisma flow. And you're,
Buying a drink and walking off and watching her drink it. Like, being
no, I'm not watching her drinking. I'm like,
Ladies.
checking to make sure
So
she's good.
ladies.
And I come back around. That's what I do.
Sound like you slipped something in that drink, bro.
Nah, I don't live that life.
He out here rubbing his hand
Yeah,
together
man.
like Birdman.
Yeah.
Take one more shot.
Yo, come
Just
on.
one more shot.
I'm not handling the drink
Cam looking at his watch. That's funny.
at this point.
Cam is curiously quiet on his
Right.
subject. Has
I'm
anyone
trying
else
to
noticed?
remember what I used to
Oh,
do.
look at this guy.
This
Look at
was
this guy.
so
So
long
long.
ago.
he's a friend zone conqueror.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Listen,
You know
I don't
what?
want anything else but friendship.
Well, a friendship
Before
only.
you accept this drink.
He not disagreeing because he's trying to stay safe. That's what he's.
Yeah.
Cam's like, I'm being
We ain't
smart
say
about
he's
this.
We
I'm
ain't
not-
say
I'm-
today
I'm
or
trying to
yesterday.
even think how I picked up my wife
Oh, you don't remember how you picked up your wife, yo?
because we worked together.
Okay.
for a
Friend zone
while.
conqueror.
Funny story though about that. Like the first
funny.
time we went out, she didn't even like. I took her out to dinner, and she was like, "This is like." I showed up in like a suit jacket. And whatnot, right?
Yeah.
She's like, this is a
Looking
date
fresh.
date?
She's like, "Wait, this is
Date?
this is a date." I'm like, "Okay."
All right. Damn.
Well, no, I just came
Hold
from-
on, no. Put a
Only
gunshot
if
on
you-
that motherfucker. Yeah, yeah, send with the shot right there. It's definitely. Okay.
Yeah,
But
Only-
they have a
only if you
beautiful
want it
baby
to
now,
be.
everybody. They have a beautiful
Yeah,
baby.
yeah.
10 years later, we're married. So
Yeah. So I'm winning now, huh?
10 years later. That's the friend zone game. I love it. I appreciate that. That's a long game.
I was like kind of similar to what Mike was saying. I was just trying to be like the funny guy, the nice guy, and just
Okay.
good conversation.
Came with some R&B classics for her, and
Came with the. You gotta have an R&B.
And like school, I had
playlist.
a whole gang of friends that I rolled with
Right.
too.
So
like,
you was a popular guy.
I mean, you call it what you want.
Hold on.
Played sports
Cam is
and
too
whatnot.
humble to be living around. Cam
Right.
is like the mayor out this motherfucker, man.
Right.
Why do you
Yeah.
know so many people?
do
You
it
know what I mean?
already.
I played
Yeah.
sports, and I was the DJ, so it was.
You was the popular
I
guy.
knew
And you
a
know
lot of
DJs
people.
get the chicks.
I knew a lot of people.
Yep.
Yeah,
'Cause
DJs.
all
definitely-
they ask is, who's the DJ?
Yeah,
play my song.
But we all
Right.
had fun, man. We would just go out and party, and then we'd meet girls. When we
So
were
you was a DJ. So you put together a mean R&B playlist for you when you was time to get down.
out.
And,
Yeah.
yeah.
There was no Chris Brown on my playlist.
I
well,
mean, Chris Brown wasn't
wasn't
around
even-
at that time.
Let's
Of course
dive
not.
into it. Let's just
yes,
dive
he was.
into
Chris
it.
Brown was definitely around.
Chris
when I
Brown was
when I
around.
was in
Oh
high
yeah,
school.
definitely. Yeah,
Come on,
Kev.
man.
Yeah, Chris Brown
He had
was
some
around.
hits. There's no
Yeah.
Chris Brown on my playlist.
Let's
Yo,
let's
Chris
dive
Brown- I
into
was
it. What are we
thinking of
talking
this When I
about?
was driving up here, how many R&B albums does Chris Brown really have?
For the record, we're discussing the hottest topic of the week because Mike definitely wants to make sure that this is known.
Exactly.
The king of R&B was
No,
hotly
but the question was
contested
right
this week.
Now, that was the question. Right now. That's
Okay,
why Jacques
all right.
said that.
Okay,
Right now.
right now.
So there's
All right.
generational, there's generational, and then there's
I would even-
there's the GOAT, and then there's who's right now.
We could
Okay.
even debate like the last 10 years up until now.
Okay, so from 2008 to now.
Yeah,
2008 was R. Kelly. I mean, but he kind of like
it wasn't R. Kelly in 2008.
Hold on.
Wait a minute. Then when did Black Panties come out?
Black Panties,
Nah,
he
you
was
know what?
not-
2008
he was not that guy,
actually.
Black
I'm not
Panties.
saying he was the guy, but I'm just saying that album.
R.
is
Kelly
not a
put out
bad
a
one.
R. Kelly pissing on the girl.
No.
He was not the one.
Yes, he was.
Well,
yes,
I
he
think
was.
that. No, yes,
He
he
was.
was.
He came
Yeah,
out-
he was.
yes, he was.
Chocolate Factory came
Yeah.
out. Right. Chocolate Factory came
And
out
that's
after
what
that,
came to
bro.
recoup
I don't
to
know.
save him.
I'm not
Chocolate
gonna.
I'm
Factory
thinking R.
saved his
Kelly's,
life.
All right. So
R.
first of
That
all,
just get
hold
off
on.
R.
Let's start with this. Let's exclude the personal shit because I can find personal shit on any of your king
That's
of
true.
R&B.
You're right. You're right.
So
That's
let's
true.
just
You
exclude
know,
that
all
from the
these R&B
conversation.
dudes have
All
issues.
of them get yes. All of them got some issues outside of
These
their
R&B
music.
thugs.
So let's just talk about the music and keep it there, right? All right. So you said the last 10 years.
Yeah. I'm giving you. I'm saying Miguel for the last 10 years. Is
Miguel, he's not consistent
Mm.
enough.
What,
Listen,
what album?
He's only had 3 albums too.
he don't even have a body of
Nah,
work to
he's got more
compete
than
with
3
these guys.
albums.
No, Kaleidoscope Dream, the first one, and then War and Leisure.
And he has wild
Oh,
thoughts.
yeah,
or
I
whatever
hate
it
that.
Yeah,
was.
that was
Yeah,
the
I hated that
second one.
No, it was the third one. I think.
That was?
Yeah, Art
that
Dealer
shit was
Chick.
terrible.
Those EPs 1, 2, 3. All those came out.
I didn't hear any of those, but okay.
Arch and Point was on one. You definitely heard it.
Arch and Point. Oh, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I like Miguel.
Mhm.
I wouldn't say king.
I would say he's
Just
that's
'cause
like
he's not the
true R&B
influ-
music.
No,
though.
I get it, but he's not the
Well,
most influential.
No,
I
he's
thi-
definitely not.
So think about the
He
span.
hasn't even made music with everybody. Like
That doesn't
So
mean
what?
anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
That-
Yeah, I don't.
Luther
I
Vandross
talk
didn't
about.
make music with
Yeah, I
everybody.
think about influence, right?
that's why. That's why.
So,
Influence?
He's number
yeah.
one right now.
So I understand why people want to say Chris Brown, but I don't think Chris Brown makes traditional R&B
Me
music.
neither. That's why I
doesn't.
said that. Like the
Yeah,
royalty
he makes
album
pop
was
music.
like the last R&B Chris Brown album that he put out.
All right.
This album with 47 tracks had a lot of
Well,
R&B
yeah, there's
songs on it.
47 tracks.
I mean, God damn it! Even if you had 10% of it, that's still a good amount of R&B
Yeah,
songs,
so,
right?
Yeah,
You know what
he
I'm
had
saying?
a lot of R&B
I wouldn't
in there.
give it to him either.
You don't-
Honestly,
Who you gonna give it to right now?
right now, 10 years.
No, not 10 years.
No,
You
I'm
said
just
right
saying
now.
that was the argument that
10,
Kev was
10
making.
years. 10 years is R. Kelly.
No, I'm not even giving it to
Yeah,
R.
let's say
Kelly.
right now. We'll
I
stick
w-
with right now.
if you guys were going 10 years, I would say Trey Songz.
Really?
Because I think Trey Songz' body of work over 10 years, not right now, but I'm saying over
Okay.
10 years, like he had a strong start.
He did.
Yeah, I mean, like maybe the last 2
Yeah,
to
'cause
3.
Not for nothing. After that second album.
A lot of Trey Songz albums are pure R&B and are
What was
really
Yeah.
good from bodies
no,
of
he
work
got- he
front
got
to
a lot of
end.
good
Pleasure and
R&B.
Pain. That was
Yeah.
like straight
Yeah,
R&B.
that
Yes.
was the third one.
He has a
yeah.
good, he had a lot of
I
R&B.
think
yeah,
probably
from-
after Pleasure and Pain on, he probably's been a
And
little
it was
quiet.
LOL smiley face. Like that wasn't.
No,
R&B.
but he had R&B on
He
there
did.
though.
Yeah.
Like, some of those albums, no, from Trey's second, even the first album was decent.
Oh, hell yeah.
But from
Trey-
the second
first
album,
was great.
the second album on, like he was on a tear.
Which
He's-
album had
he
one-
had a
Remember at
run.
one point, even Jay was like on some
He
what
was,
album
I thought
was
he was
that?
signed to like their management company at one point. Wasn't
Rock
he?
Nation.
I think
Yeah,
well, something
wasn't
going
he?
on with that because I know
Not
Jay was
sure.
even
Why did
like
he
kind of
fall off?
co-signed them for a
Yeah.
little bit.
He just ain't been putting out nothing. Remember, he was putting out something every year for a minute.
He did just drop 2 albums.
He was lady.
He dropped the
He was
rap
Mr. Drop
R&B
It Jaws.
joint.
He had a lot of hits.
He was
Drop your drawers or panties.
no, yeah, Mr. Steal Your
Mr.
Girl. I
Panty
think.
Drop.
No, I think it
The
was
Panty
Mr. Steal
Drop.
Your Girl.
Matter
I
of
think.
Whatever
fact,
the
term
that
is, Mr.
oh
Steal
my
Your Girl.
goodness, the
Panty Dropper song.
Oh my
Crazy.
goodness.
That's why I was like, yo, if you're talking
I think
current,
I did put that on a playlist though.
I think if you're talking current, you
But
might
then,
gotta get another.
but then
track.
Greg, but hold on, but
What
then
about
you got to
Neo?
go back to what you said about influence though, because that's straight R. Kelly, dog.
Don't
Trey
matter. I
Songz,
feel you, but
it's
we're
straight
talking
R.
now.
Kelly,
No, we're
man.
still talking
Yeah,
current.
I know.
So we're talking current, and R. Kelly.
He
Now,
mimicked himself.
KP said GOAT. I probably put R. Kelly closer in that category.
he
Yeah, I
is.
agree.
You know what I mean? Just
He's a
because
He's a goat.
decades worth of work. I mean, decades.
Yeah,
you know
he's
what I
a
mean?
goat. He's a goat.
So, yeah, R. Kelly's another. He's Jordan.
He's Jordan, yeah. But if he's Jordan, C Breezy's Kobe Brown right now.
Man,
No,
listen,
no,
bro,
no.
listen.
I get no because I say
Listen.
we
He
just said
still-
Trey. Trey is
was
of R. Kelly.
there.
Trey. Remember when Trey first came out, he was dissing
Yeah.
R. Kelly
Yeah,
for a
he
minute.
was.
You know what I mean? Because he said he looked up to R.
But C.
Kelly. He
Breezy
said
got
he
a
wanted
song
to
with him
emulate
on
R.
every
Kelly.
album with R. Kelly.
R. Kelly never made a full body of work that was like a Chris Brown project where there was like
This is new age music.
No, it was. You know why? I'm gonna tell you. The R when
the
it
R
first
had,
dropped.
like the joint.
Hold on,
Time
which,
out.
which
Home
because it
Alone.
was a double disc, people
Yeah.
looked at it like how we look at the Chris Brown joint
Yes.
now.
Nah,
because
I
we
feel
never
like that
seen
was
a,
more R&B though on it. Like
but we
It
never
was.
seen an R&B double disc album before, so we felt like it was overwhelming.
Yeah,
But it
and-
wasn't like upbeat. Like
Yo,
the
R.
yeah,
Kelly
some
makes
upbeat joints on there.
Nah, he talking about he ain't had like no
yeah.
dance stuff. Like
He
he
did.
had.
So he did. He
had to
did
do
on
it
the
with
R.
Steve Curry and,
He did- he-
who was
he-
the
Yeah,
other-
Yeah,
he
that
had a
wasn't.
whole
But I'm
bunch of
saying that
upbeat
wasn't a
joints.
Chris Brown. I got a break in the song. I'm about to do some backflips.
All I'm
and-
saying, it was up tempo
No,
though.
well,
It wasn't
I mean,
traditional
he got,
R&B.
he had the
Yo.
Step in the Name of Love with the whole
That wasn't on
swing.
that
That's-
album.
Yeah, it
though.
wasn't on that one,
Regardless,
but
that's an R&B song.
But Chris Brown makes R&B music did you dance to? Like it's upbeat.
I would
It's like-
say Chris
it's
Brown
like,
is
He
more
does everything.
pop,
pop
than
music,
yeah.
yeah.
Chris
than
Brown is
R&B.
more Michael Jackson than Luther
The
Vandross.
upbeat
Okay,
R&B
I
music
like
is
that
Chris
comparison.
Brown makes is like that Euro. What is it called?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
EDM type
yeah,
shit.
EDM
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
EDM
Not
EDM
stuff.
stuff.
everything
Yeah.
makes EDM. I mean, what are you
No,
talking
I'm not
about?
saying
He
everything.
had a
but lot of
couple
them
R&B
upbeat.
traditional
He gives you
R&B joints.
everything. He gives you every vibe, and he's
Like,
made music with everybody, and he's on every track. Like you get him on any track.
But
he's singing
because
on there.
I feel you, I understand what you're saying.
Like,
but because
Autumn
he's so
Leaves?
diverse of an
Yes.
entertainer, I can't limit him to just R&B.
Okay.
Like he does more than just R&B. Like even you're saying that right now. Like yo, he touches everything. I'm talking pure rhythm and blues. That's it. I mean, and if we're talking pure rhythm and blues, and we're talking Trey, we're talking Miguel,
we talking
Neo.
Raheem Devon. I gotta
Raheem
throw Raheem
Devon.
in
Yeah,
there.
but Raheem just ain't the name.
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
feel
I
you.
know,
But
yeah,
but he
yeah.
makes quality
He
music.
got good music.
I think
Um,
Neo's in there.
Yeah, Neo,
Yeah,
I
you
will
can
put
throw
in there.
Neo in there.
Absolutely, I put Neo in there.
Neo's definitely had a run.
Neo had a
too.
run.
He had a small
Yeah.
run because he
He
didn't.
was-
He,
he was
wasn't as
The
consistent.
pen. He
He's
was
the
writing
pen.
Music.
He
Yeah,
was a
he
pen.
writes.
I mean, if you take his pen, then he had a mean run.
Yeah.
We're not talking just his pen. We talking his performances. So we're talking like the music he put out.
He was more of a dancer. He's trying to
No, Neo a
Neo's
dancer.
older
Nah.
than-
Neo,
No.
Neo.
He dances,
well,
but he's not a
That,
dancer.
like,
right. He did try. He tried.
He
that
tries to
crossover
dance.
stuff.
Yeah,
Tried to
yeah.
do some dancing.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Amarion, I might put in that category.
You know, you could put Amarion in there. He did do a lot of R&B.
but like out of all of those
put
guys that
Joe
we
in
mentioned,
there.
Joe, of
Usher,
course.
we're talking current. Are we not? Why y'all
Usher
keep
just
on
put
all
a
these old
project out.
motherfuckers? Usher ain't current. Like, come on. Are we talking old? Are we talking current? Or are we
Just
calling
dropped
old
the
people?
Album, dog.
Dude, just because you dropped, Keith Sweat just dropped the project too. Are we putting him in there?
I mean, he did.
So yes, he did. Google it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on,
I don't
man.
know. You know what? If you want to say that, then it might have to be. Well, Trey hasn't done anything right now to kind of.
He just came out with a project.
yeah, but it's not.
The Drake project.
You know what's funny? I told somebody today, I was like, yo, well,
Tracy-
how we look at R. Kelly, the kids gonna look at Drake as being the king of R&B for this generation, which is
Nah.
sick.
Drake
to
does a
me.
lot of singing though. Yeah.
He doesn't
Kelly
he
wasn't
can't sing.
rapping.
Like, first of all, let's stop it.
First of
Drake
all,
has no range.
He can-
Drake
yeah, he
sings
can get
in
melodies.
he has melody,
Yeah,
he has
he
no
doesn't- he can't
range
sing.
is what
We're
I'm
not-
saying.
we're not-
Right,
we're
he
not-
sings in the
we're not saying he's the
Thank you.
best
No,
singer.
no,
Thank
he's
you.
in-
That's
no.
what I'm saying. Like,
We're not
right.
saying he's not the best singer.
That's what I just said.
But he
He's not.
definitely got some R&B hits, some breakup music. I relate.
He has good melodies.
Yo,
Yes.
his verse was on that joint. That's what was one of them.
What
Cool.
verse?
Yeah, his verse
Drake's
was on
verse
there.
was on that list.
Oh,
you
and
sent
Emotionless.
today.
Yeah,
That was
I
a good
didn't hear
song.
that. But that's not even a rap song. Like, I hate
No.
that they even added that joint. Like, come on, man.
Stop hating on Jersey.
Oh,
So
God.
who we crowning?
I'm still good with Chris Brown.
Mike, who do you got?
I was
King
surprised
of
Mike
R&B
don't even
guy,
have a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
I mean,
y'all
There's
asking
no,
for this.
there's no current R&B artist in the So Def camp. So Mike's
unfortunately, it's
quiet.
not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Nah,
right.
that
Jagged
ain't got
Edge.
nothing to do with it. I'm thinking about like a R&B guy that I would say.
Is it Jacquez?
Nah, hell no.
17.
Nah, it's definitely not. He just put up that project with Birdman out.
Jacquez
Nah.
reminds me of
Is it Jacquees?
one of Jacquez,
Yeah,
whatever.
Jacquees.
his
He's
name.
good at remixes though.
He reminds me of Raheem. Like you stolen Raheem's kind of blueprint.
He does
And Raheem, in my opinion, does it better. And Trey did it too. When Trey first came out, he
Trey
was
was
doing a
doing
lot
that.
of remixes or whatever. To me, the best who does it is Raheem. That's just my personal opinion, but whatever.
R&B
I like
dude.
Daniel Caesar's music, but he doesn't. He's not. Getting
He's
the
not
look.
a-
He hasn't had enough
He's
yet.
not a
he's not getting
he's
the
not been
look.
around a long
And he's
enough.
not gonna.
Like that's like saying like Black and all those guys like
They're too new.
they don't have enough
not
body of work.
R&B
Brian
artists either.
Tiller.
They're like-
Brian Tiller's first album
That's
you could
R&B.
make.
I call
Brian
it
Tiller's
R&B
first
trap.
album was
Bryson.
trapping.
It's R&B
Bryson
trap.
Tiller?
Brian.
They
Did
call
I say
it trap.
Brian?
Yeah.
That's how you call him Brian.
Mhm.
Bryson.
Bryson
but
Tiller,
they
right.
call that trap R&B for the, like
Trap and B.
Trap
Yeah.
beat,
Yeah, Trap and B.
That's where it's six.
Just
black-
because of the beats though. That's
Yeah.
really all.
But that's what Trey and Chris started to do.
They
started to, like,
transitioned it
try to
first.
do R&B music over like rap hip hop
Right, yeah.
instrumentals,
Yeah, that's a fact.
which was cool. And
I don't
still
think
like
we
it.
have a traditional male just R&B act
We don't
out
have
right
any more.
now.
Yeah, I'm
R&B
thinking about that
died.
hard.
That's why.
I
R&B
don't think
died.
it's dead. I
It
think
did.
it's just we don't have a big name. Like I think Daniel Caesar's album is R&B.
Yeah,
It is 100%.
You know what I mean? And he's a new artist. But I don't know if he can maintain, the trajectory that he's on, then yeah, he might have a shot at it.
But even still, he's it's not like what's the word for? It's not super. It's not popular.
no, people are trying to experiment with sound.
Right.
and, like,
So
push the
even if you listen to the ladies,
Not a
they're in their type of R&B compared to like what we listen to growing up and the kind of sounds they're making now with her and
LMA.
LMA and all them. It's just a different kind of sound.
I don't agree with that totally. I think
don't
her
think-
and LMA
are-
are making more traditional R&B.
I think they're
Yeah.
different.
No,
I think they're two completely different styles.
Her is more. I would say
Hers more like
she's more.
black and
Okay.
like Bryson. Nah, not
No,
Bryson,
I
but
would say
like,
more Caesar.
Yeah,
Hers
yeah,
more
you're right,
Daniel
you're right, more
Caesar.
Daniel Caesar.
Yeah.
traditional. Yeah, but
And LMA is more traditional, maybe.
Yeah,
At least in
she
the
is.
album I've heard so
Yeah.
far. Yeah. But yeah, I
and then we
think
have SZA. Is she R&B?
yeah, SZA's R&B.
Yeah. So
I mean, she's the. I would give her right now,
The Queen. That's
or her
One album. You giving her the
SZA?
Queen?
right
I
now.
like her
Her
better.
has put out way more
what's the
content than
field?
SZA.
What's
I
the
like her
field?
better.
It's her, SZA, LMA.
LMA album's 2 months old.
I mean,
Just put it out work.
SZA put out one album.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
top to bottom,
It,
and
it's
nah,
still
it's her
one, bro.
Second album, Babylon was the first one.
Yeah, Babylon was the first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. How much notoriety? Notoriety?
Zero-
I mean, that was
Zero.
before anybody
Okay.
knew who SZA was.
I'm just saying.
The
like,
song Babylon is.
we
hot,
didn't
though.
really know who her was, but her created a
F.R.I.E.N.D.S
buzz,
to it.
right?
Yeah, her was
Yeah.
putting in work.
Yeah, man. Like it's a lot of art. It's way too many to name when I think of females. Cause I think it's way more females putting out
Singing.
traditional R&B that I appreciate than it
Lennox.
is. Yeah, Ari Lennox is hot. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
got a girl on my
Oh,
on
what's the
playlist
girl?
this week that
What's
is,
Drake's chick?
Georgia Smith.
Yeah, Georgia
yo,
Smith.
phenomenal.
Yeah,
We
like
got Queen Naja, whatever her name is.
Queen Odd. Yeah, man.
I don't know who that is.
She's a YouTube
I
sensation.
thought,
That
I've
yeah.
seen her on Instagram. But
Yeah, I heard one of her songs
Yeah.
too. It was
Yeah.
alright.
She can sing.
yeah, it's a lot of them. All right, that's
so,
cool.
So we giving it to who?
Tori.
King?
I mean, not Tori.
No.
Trey.
Tory Lanez.
Tory
No,
Lanez.
give it to Trey,
If you
man.
go to past 10 years, then yeah. I'm
give it
I
to
would
Trigger,
say Trey
man.
or I would say Trey or you still got to throw Neo out there too. And you know what? That's not sleep.
But we're not talking about.
You have to get a Dream
Dream had hits too.
If Dream would have just stayed fucking consistent, Dream makes me mad with that shit.
Dream problem was this.
Sex tape 1, 2, and 3 next week.
All right, cool. Now that could maybe reestablish him, but yo, you can't go on these 4-year hiatuses.
It wasn't even
and
like it was a
shit.
4-year hiatus. Like when you writing songs that Rihanna or Beyonce and them, they picking them up. It's like, what you going?
Well, what do you want to
Why
be?
you
Are
gotta
you
make
going to be
music?
an artist or you going to be a writer?
Like the
Pick
guy, a Party Next Door.
He
Party
will-
Next Door got hits, but then he also writes hits as well.
But this not. I don't even think that's R&B music.
Yeah, he's more
That's like The
that
Weeknd,
emo
Black
shit. Yeah,
Type.
I don't know. Some
it's
good
emo
songs.
and B.
I'm not saying they're not good songs. I think they're phenomenal songs.
He's singing on them, John. So I feel like they're.
He's not singing. He can't hit notes.
Facts.
Yeah, he can't hit notes.
he can't hit those.
Facts.
Yeah, but Dream was his pen game was tight. But I don't, as of today, if I had to think like for today, like a R&B like singer,
Is Beyonce R&B?
I would have to go
I'm saying
with.
Beyonce is.
I mean, I would have to look at
Pop.
Jeremiah. I would have to definitely throw Jeremiah.
Oh,
in there.
Jeremiah is definitely in there. We forgot
Um,
that name.
Jeremiah is like wasted talent. He hasn't gotten the buzz he deserves. Listen, man. Like,
I
come
agree.
on.
Why
No,
is that
he's
though?
been mismanaged.
Real
That's
quick.
his fault.
It's been
You think that's his
I
fault?
think it's his management's
probably his
fault
management
and
team.
it's
It's
Def Jam's fault.
Well, no, it's partially his fault too
He signed to
because
Def Jam?
like
Uh-huh,
whenever
he
he
was.
Okay.
tours, he always
he's a diva.
Yeah, man.
No,
Come
I
on,
mean,
man,
yo, that was
relax,
one
bro.
tour.
No,
I'm
it's
just
been
talking-
multiple
the
tours,
Tiana
yeah.
Taylor tour.
The
It was the
Tiana-
Party Next Door tour.
Yeah.
All right, I didn't know that. All right.
Yeah.
Maybe he gets high or something. I don't know. I'm just talking about his
You know, it
music.
could be drugs.
His
You
music's
could make
great,
the
man. Like,
argument-
Late Nights was a good album.
Yeah. I mean, like if we're talking new artists, I would say probably even Ty because Ty
I was gonna say Ty, but
Me
I'm
too.
thinking
he don't have
like,
a body of work that I feel
Yeah.
like is like that.
Nah, I mean his was it Free TC the album? That was a great album, but there was like hip hop music.
speaking
Yeah.
of Ty though, y'all heard what happened with him?
Yeah.
What happened with Ty?
15 years.
He's
Uh,
not.
what?
He's not.
Wait a minute,
gonna
what?
get
What
I
happened?
sent it in
he
the
got
chat.
arrested?
He got.
I didn't
He
see
got
it.
arrested for.
I
Like,
ain't see it in the chat either, but I seen it.
cocaine and
And weed and,
weed and
some
other
marijuana
drug.
or whatever it was.
Nah,
But
there was some
Distribution
no,
or
they said it was
using?
weed and cocaine.
I thought there was something else.
Was
but
it
anyway, they just found it, and he
on
was
him?
in Georgia.
But he was. I feel
So
like
they
this-
was
he
saying how the
arrested
state
in-
laws work in Georgia,
October.
like it
Okay.
could be something.
Could be a situation.
Yeah, that's all.
Oh, okay.
Is Edge? What's it? Ed?
Ed Sheeran.
That ain't R&B music.
I'm not putting it.
That's like adult contemporary.
He's
For real.
making a song of 50.
Yeah, that's adult.
That's the
contemporary.
you're gonna be
Yeah,
you're gonna be
so
throwing Adele out
felony
there. Huh?
possession of cocaine, felony possession of THC, and misdemeanor of less than an ounce of weed. If convicted, up to 15 years.
Jesus.
He ain't getting no 15.
Nah, he's not gonna get 15.
He's in Georgia. He's gonna get the celebrity lord, that guy that represents everybody out there. I forgot his name.
That's crazy. Oh wow. Stop using drugs, kids.
Right?
So King R&B, we already crowned him. Trey Songz, salute.
You
Chris Brown. I
you
didn't
crowned him. Hold on, I
I'm
said
Chris
I don't
Brown.
think
Jeremiah
there's anybody else
and-
that's competing with that.
Jeremiah is not.
Trey ain't come
Jeremiah
out
ain't
with nothing in the
competing.
past few years though. To be honest with you,
Cool.
Trey.
I think his body of work speaks enough.
So then we going back to he said as of today.
I mean,
Yes.
I
Or
agree.
if we go back in the past 10 years, then like I said,
I think the past 10 years is still current though.
Yo, he dropped Tremaine last year. He dropped
today,
Trigger
bro.
Reloaded.
Tremaine was last year.
Yeah. He drops an album almost every year, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's mad consistent. I give him that.
Alright, bro.
Intermission 1 and 2. He dropped 2 albums last year.
Who's that? Trey?
And then Trigger was before that.
Yeah.
What was the joints called before?
That
the
the Trigger had
Intermission?
bottoms up
Chapter
on it and all that
5.
stuff,
Trigger
right?
had a lot of.
Chapter
lot
5
of
was
John.
hot.
Passion.
And then he
Pain
can
and
rap.
Pleasure.
Is he
Yeah.
rapping too now?
Ready.
Come on, man.
Ready was the R&B one, right? That was like
Yeah.
all R&B.
Well, I mean, so was
I
the
mean,
one
so was
before,
all right, and so was the ones.
Yeah, Ready was the
afterwards, bro.
second one.
Nah, third. It was I Gotta Make It, Trey Day, and then Ready.
Trey Day.
Trey Day was the second one. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
What was on
I Gotta
Trey Day?
Make It was a whack one. That's the first one when
Trey
he
Day
the
had Wonder
braids.
Woman on it.
Yeah.
Nah,
I love Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah,
That's like one of my
yeah.
favorite.
Hold on.
joints.
That was the
was a
second one
joint.
because
Yeah.
that had that.
That has the Brian Michael Cox joint
that had
on
the
that
B
too.
Cox joint on there.
Yeah.
That was all that.
Ready had
Yeah.
But you know what really started for Trey then? It was a joint on there.
Jim Jones, Summer in Miami.
That was
Nah.
on. That was the first.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
that was first joint.
R&B joint. He got
It's on
one on
Jim's
Trey Day.
It is on Jim's
yeah.
album. Yeah, bro.
He got one on Trey Day. It's called We Should. Man, I may say this for the playlist. Why not? We Should Be.
Yeah, you're right. Last song.
Yo, that joint, Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis. I don't know how.
And
he
that's
got the
why I like
plug.
Trey because Trey's still making traditional R&B.
Yo, that song. I'm putting it on the playlist so y'all be able to check it out. But yo, that
going
song
on Chris
is
Breezy.
crazy.
I think the song that put Trey over the
I
top
mean, I know mainstream.
was like the Say I joint and Bottoms Up with Nicki.
Nah.
Yeah. And
Nah.
Successful
Neighbors
with
Know
Drake.
My Name.
Yeah.
And
think
like
so?
Lil, yeah, Lil,
Say I was crazy.
Say I was crazy from a pop tip,
Yeah.
but like the ladies, they
Ladies
like
on My Name. That was the album though. That
yeah,
album did
that
it right.
joint, that album
know
was the
what?
one that put him over the
If
top.
we do in past 10 years, we can't sleep on Usher. He made some
Nah,
hits.
Confessions
I
came
think,
out in like
nah.
99.
and
Confessions
No,
99.
no, but
Nah,
yeah, good.
definitely,
No,
definitely
but
wasn't
even
99.
Yo,
I don't know why you
man.
say that. It was
It
like
wasn't no 99. It
2004
was
or something.
2004. Yeah,
Yeah.
2004.
All right, it's
But
still
either
15
one-
years
either-
ago.
No,
He
but we're
said
not talking about
99.
Confessions. He had
Yeah.
music after Confessions.
Well, what
though.
I'm saying is, though, he was
He
was
had
starting his
nothing that was
decline.
anywhere near
Yeah, he
10 years
Confessions.
ago, he was starting his decline more
Yeah.
than like Trey Songz was.
on his way up.
ascending.
Confessions
Yeah,
was
yeah,
the
yeah.
peak.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was.
yeah,
After
that was it. There was nobody bigger than him at that time.
I like the joint, man.
Peace
I
out.
like it.
Yeah,
That's
man.
Yo,
Video.
yo,
They
crazy.
shot the video for it.
They did.
I gotta check that out.
Mhm.
Is that a strip club?
I don't know.
Probably.
I feel like his kid's in it.
That's that work,
Y'all crazy.
man.
Do we even want to talk about the complex list? I know we've been talking about a lot of stuff.
I ain't
I don't
really
even
care
have it
for
with
it.
me.
Huh?
I
You
had
don't
it
have it
last
with you?
week. Nah, I had it last week.
Oh,
I
you
got one.
suck, man. Whack. Pause.
Sorry.
Kevin Hart was booted from the Oscars. Does anyone care?
I do.
Did he step
I
down
thought-
or was he booted?
He had to step down.
No, they asked him to apologize, and he refused.
Which I don't
Because
think he
didn't want
should
to
have.
be. He don't. Yeah, I mean, he didn't want to be the story. And he's what he said. He's like, I want it to be about the people.
No,
that
they
do
made
it."
him the story. I think
Yeah,
they
he was
That's
already
what I
gonna be the
mean.
story,
They
yeah.
made him the story,
I
but
think-
he didn't want it. To
You know
be
what I
that
think they
way.
did? This is what I think they could have possibly did because it's always been like a whole bunch of talk about there not being enough
Yeah, they boycotted like.
for not being enough for diversity.
That was
Yeah.
Will and Jada a few years ago.
Yeah,
but
they
it
was
was
mad
like
when
'cause
Chris
Will-
Rock was
a lot
Chris
of
Rock
people.
was actually hosting that year.
Right, but what I'm saying is that every year they're still talking about diversity because even though they did it last, I think they put some
I
people in
think it was the
categories
year
at one
before,
point.
where
Well,
they
Will
said there
played
weren't
that
enough-
part.
Yeah, in Concussion.
Concussion, yeah, they was
And-
just salty with that, I
Yeah.
think. But Will movies have been on the decline anyway. But
That's a true statement.
not for nothing though. They did. I think
that-
who doesn't do their research before? Like even your employer does a research before they hire you for a gig. So you mean to tell me the Oscars never? And then not for nothing, it came out like almost 12 hours later that we caught this footage. You know, we got these old tweets from you and.
I find it hard to believe that Chris Rock never made or said anything that's been recorded.
Well, at that time, remember the heat was on. Then they really had to throw some diversity. Well,
No, I'm just
when
saying
did he do
he's
it?
never made he did it 2 years ago.
that
2
right?
years
2
ago.
years
That's the
ago?
year
He's
that
never made a
Jada
comment.
and them
Yeah,
boycotted.
yeah,
And
right.
they was remember Dave Chappelle had a bit about that. He was like, "Yo, you know, they wanted me to boycott it." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've been
Then
doing
Chris
that for
Rock,
the past 10
yeah,
years.
yeah, what y'all was doing?
What y'all doing for me?
He's like, Chris Rock called me. He's like, "Yo, I'm on my way to the airport right now."
that was good.
He said, "Yo, you want to go? I got an
He's
extra
like, "I got
ticket."
extra ticket."
Yeah.
Hey, he's like, I'm supposed to go to BET or something.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm on my way to the airport right now. That shit
No,
was
but I
funny.
think they knew what it was, man. Like, I think maybe they wanted the opportunity to say, like, we tried to have. I want to see who the replacements are gonna be because it sounds like
I'm
otherwise-
actually curious about that.
Otherwise, it's like y'all, you knew you.
Do you think it's going to be a male or a female?
I
Probably gonna
don't.
be females.
It could be.
It's their time.
We'll see if it's a.
I think it was Nick Cannon dug up all those tweets of
Yeah,
Sarah
I think so, too.
Silverman and like
Yeah.
Chelsea Handler
Yeah.
and somebody else.
Shout out to Nick, man. I like Nick. I like the modern day Nick Cannon.
modern day.
Wendy,
I
I watched a clip of Wendy just
The
played him.
conscious Nick.
No, I'm saying I like the
The
modern
woke
day
man.
Nick
Call
Cannon.
people
He's
McCartney. I'm cool with that.
yeah. He versus back in the day, silly as
The Gigolo with
Nick
the man
Cannon.
R.
Yeah,
Kelly.
he's about to go on like his
Another
Right.
hit for
his
the
giving
art.
tour. He's about to go to a few different countries and give gifts away
He
for
did say
Christmas.
some crazy shit earlier in the year though that he could out rap like anybody. Or
He
something
did.
Like that.
He's just messing
he's
around.
on some
Yeah.
nut shit. Like, yeah. Like,
A lot of
weird.
people do stuff just for
The look.
the look, right?
You
the
don't
reaction.
say.
I was waiting for Mike to say it.
What you mean, man?
He saying so innocently too. You know, a lot of people out here doing
I
stuff.
don't do. I live what I say, man. I am who I am. I mean,
Yeah. This brings up another topic.
Chasing. What's the other topic?
What
Mike?
topic you got on there, Greg?
I got a lot of topics on
We
here.
had
What
a
do you wanna
topic.
know?
Like he's saying, a lot of people bring up stuff. A lot of people do. A lot of people.
Position themselves to be something more than what they are.
And so okay.
Like,
So
like
I
fake it till you make it type thing.
Fake it till you make it, I
Well-
guess. Giving themselves more clout than what maybe they deserve. Lying on a dick. You know what I mean? Saying they got more bread than what they supposed to have. Fronting and stunting for the gram.
right,
Like
right.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
like
saying.
Frauding.
Half the hip hop community.
Right. It's fake it till you make it out here.
Okay. Fake it till you make it. Are we riding with that message? I guess it's a different era, so I understand it, right? So I try to keep things in perspective. I get it.
I mean,
know.
Biggie wasn't putting 5 carats in his baby girl ear when he rapped about putting 5 carats in his baby girl.
I
ear.
don't know. I don't know Biggie personally.
He even said
He
in
said he
interviews, I didn't
didn't.
have 5 carats put in my daughter's ear back in that time. It was just, you know, how much 5 carats would have cost.
So
back
what do
in-
we stun on? Or like what's acceptable to stun on? Like what's acceptable to lie on, I guess. I guess that's a better word.
I don't lie.
Trying to think what I mean. If you're like an artist, I guess you could lie on your jewelry.
A regular person.
Yeah.
A
regular person.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I think you should be yourself. I don't think you should be.
Is
out
it
here
ever
lying.
accept the topic I had in the list because since we're talking about lying and shit, is it ever acceptable to lie on your dick? Is that
Why
ever
would you?
acceptable?
Why? What would be the situation that you
Yeah,
need
what's
to
the benefit? Like when you're younger, maybe like to your
Impress
crew,
your
think
friends?
Yeah, like impress your
Yeah,
boys,
I'm
like,
on the other side of 35. There's no need for me to tell you lies right now.
So you said when you were younger. Like has there ever been a time when it was okay to lie on
No,
your
I'm
dick?
saying that would be like the situation. Like yo,
To
I-
say you
I
did
had-
something.
I went out
I'm
with
not a
this girl.
virgin. You know, I'm
Yeah.
not a virgin or something. But
Not a virgin. Okay.
but
All
at
right.
this point, for what?
I don't want to be associated with hitting that big girl that I smashed when I was drunk.
I mean, but
How would they
you
know?
Did it?
Because she could have told.
Exactly. Is that an acceptable reason to lie on your dick?
Listen, man, we all got a few mud ducks in our past.
Do you acknowledge each one of them, KP? You know what I'm saying?
First of all, it's not a few.
Yeah,
We may
man.
all have maybe
one or two.
one.
maybe
maybe one
mud
timers.
Yeah, it was
one time.
But like, is that cool? Like, would y'all acknowledge that you owning that one, or you
yeah,
just?
I live my life, man. I don't lie about anything because I gotta remember a lie, and who got time for that?
Good point.
Interesting.
All right. Yeah, it's hard to keep up.
It's hard to keep up. You gotta remember that I said, it's the craziest question ever is when a girl asks me when's the last time I have sex. I'd be like, man, like really, like.
What do you say?
Do you want the truth right now? Why are you asking? I tried to.
Why would you ask that?
Because
What's
I don't know. It comes up. It's the same reason why people be asking about body counts. That comes up sometimes. How many bodies you have?
Mm-hmm.
That's a question that do we answer honestly or do we lie?
I don't know. Honestly, I've never sat and
I never counted. Which sounds even worse.
That sounds worse. Does it? I don't know what sounds worse. I don't sit
Honestly,
back.
and I don't think
bad
I've ever
memory.
asked either. Like, I don't want to know.
First of all, I don't think a girl's gonna be honest. First of all, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't think no one's gonna tell me,
one's
oh
gonna tell the
yeah, I
truth.
got like 14 bodies. Like whatever number you say is gonna be too much.
Yeah,
Damn, you
that's
got
true.
3? God
Remember
damn.
Chris
I
Rock?
guess that's how you was raised.
Yeah,
man.
that's Chris Rock. Yeah, 2? And he's like,
Yo, hold on. So let's put some parameter. Like when you're like 20, if someone said like 30 girls,
Yeah.
that's that's crazy, right? At
20?
20 or like 18?
Are you talking about if I'm amongst me and my male friends?
No, if you're asking, my bad, I said this wrong. If
Okay.
you ask the girl at like 18,
Yeah.
how many dudes have you smashed? And she says like 30.
Mm.
And now,
First of all,
At
the
8
fact that she got balls to say 30 to my face, like it's not like that's just
No,
an
that's
easy
the-
number,
You a
so
gangster.
now at 35,
right?
this woman's still single.
Oh well, we know why.
That number is
That's
gonna
not.
be
Come on, cut it out.
that number's gonna be crazy.
20,000.
There's no way she's
Right.
ever telling you the real number.
20,000.
I would agree.
I look
That's
at
why. You know what's funny? That's why I feel bad for KP a little bit.
I don't ask that question.
But you gotta know in the back of your head.
No, I don't even.
No.
Honestly, I don't even
That's my
care.
point. Like, I wouldn't ask
Like-
that question because I know the number you're gonna tell me is
Well,
nowhere near.
My thing is,
I tell you, I won't date a virgin, so I hope you have a number. And
I
with
want
that
you
number,
to have a number.
I want you to be experienced with that number.
I want you to have some experience. Woo.
What if you asked the girl that and she was like 140? Like what are you doing at that point?
The mic would drop.
I'm gonna take a shower. I feel dirty.
Oh, shoot.
My man's like, well, I guess I won't be need to buy a drink tonight.
Just
I already know what's going down.
With the water full gonna be.
I mean, you gotta think if
I would never ask that
a
question.
girl's 35 years old,
Yeah.
and she's,
This what I do.
I don't ask.
First of all, how you can get around that, Kev? You can assume like.
how you get around it? You just get married. You don't gotta worry about it.
Nah, well, nah. What I would say is that you gotta look at it like this. All right, assuming that let's say giving her a good average, she started out when she was 16.
He said, "Give her a good average." It's a
Let's say
2-year
she started
average.
out. I gotta be careful with this because for certain reasons,
Yeah.
I'm
I
careful.
understand. Yeah, I get it.
They say they started off she was 16. All right, cool. How many relationships have you had? Let's say the girl's 30. She tell you I've been in 5 relationships.
Okay, so that's 5.
No, it's not.
Yeah, but
She's
just in relationships.
Oh yeah.
Your
Well, that's
relationships could have
yeah.
been
You can
6
assume that,
months,
right?
okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, all right. So you're saying that's a guaranteed 5
Yeah,
And
right
then-
there.
and then-
bodies.
And then they always have a whole face.
How about
after
to
the
say
relationship.
like I don't
Listen,
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
giving,
that-
and then
Dude,
I'm
I wanna hear
giving
the
you.
rest of this 'cause that makes
No, I'm giving you like right off the rip. I'm giving you at least.
You got times it by 3.
It's safe to say at least 2 bodies a year.
okay. So then,
So if you started when you were
and
16,
you're 35.
and let's say you 30. Let's even go small. Let's
all
go
right,
you 30.
So that's 28 plus the 5 you gave me already.
This
That's
guy's
32.
math is quick.
Yeah, I know. Because I'm thinking like, is that
Yeah,
number right?
yeah.
How is that?
32.
5
Then
plus.
you carry the
He
one.
He doing the
16,
Foxy
4,
Brown math
28,
from the
damn,
front.
Well then, yeah. Let's say
16,
roughly. No.
16,
Double
14.
times
You right.
16
I
multiply
would say
4.
it's roughly
We got
gonna
2
be.
tens.
It's gonna be like 33.
Yo, if
34.
she tells you like she's only
Divide
been
the
in
profit by 4,
a couple
subtract it by 10.
relationships, it's
Back to
chance-
16 unless the other 2 to make it
You know-
bring it through.
You know what's
What are
funny?
you doing?
Is a
the
girl.
Foxy Brown.
I get it.
A girl actually
firm
told
joint.
me
The firm joint.
that she had like 50 guys, and I was just like,
I've
okay.
never met a woman that was
I was
just
just
that
like,
bold.
yeah, there's no
Yeah.
way.
And I was just like, okay. I mean,
If she got
Bitch,
50
if you
bodies,
don't-
that means she got 100.
Right,
Like,
you
if she
like-
could
you
tell
like-
you that.
bitch, if you don't lie to me and tell me something, like, damn man.
If you were
She's
that
like,
confident
you can't
and you
judge
can
me.
tell me you've been with 50
Yeah,
dudes
man.
to my face, that number is gonna be twice, if
Yeah, I
not
agree.
3 times as
I,
money.
and I told her I
Because
don't
50 is
care.
your low end number.
Right, that's your low.
with 50.
Wow,
I
goddamn.
didn't
And I'm
care.
proud of it.
I
Yo,
don't really care.
for the sake of
Okay.
the show, ask some of your single girlfriends and see if they ask them for their number.
No one's giving the truth because
I know, but I want to hear
amongst
the number.
women, judgment is real.
I just want to hear the number they give you, like their low end number, like Mike was saying.
They might be like 5, 3. They won't give me real numbers.
outta
Yeah.
5 and
35
3.
years
How
old.
old are these
They're
women?
like- they're like-
Goddamn, right? I'm like,
I gotta be
goddamn.
like,
with
I'm like, I
19-year-olds.
gotta be like, are we talking about
Don't ask
women
your
or
daughters,
men?
friend.
Right.
Are we
yeah,
talking about
right,
women?
right.
Yeah,
Are we
right.
talking about
Those
women?
numbers are low.
Are we talking about
Right.
women or men? Like,
That's crazy.
it's 2018 now. You ladies experimenting.
Yeah, man, they definitely gotta give you more than that.
No,
That's
I mean,
crazy.
I don't even want to. I don't even want to know because it just opens up a door to like judgment. So I'm good.
Yo, if you conducting yourself like a woman, like it shouldn't even come up.
Right.
I kind of want to know only because we
But-
might have to move.
Yeah. I just. I only
if something became long term and I'm knowing that you out here like just got bodies on top of bodies,
no, it's funny.
I would feel a way if I'm in an environment where someone can be like, oh yeah, I remember.
Yo, the only
I remember
time that
Shorty.
number would be low would be if the woman was married for like 15 years and divorced. If she's 35
Listen,
years
there's
old,
married women out here that get it
I
popping.
get it.
Get it
But I'm
poppin',
saying,
for real.
like if you're in your scenario, like if you're the guy now that's gonna marry that woman
Mhm.
and she's 35 years old, she either had to be in a long-term relationship for a long ass time or had to be married for that number to be relatively low.
So that's how you
Well,
kind of figure out first.
No, I disagree. Only reason why I say this is because it, and I feel where you
By
coming
Mike's theory, we're at 28
from. Right,
his way.
I got you.
All right.
So there are women in the world that are just sheltered. They just don't get out like they need. They probably well, like I would have wanted them to when I was a young boy.
35 though, man.
Yeah, but there are
No,
certain
I'm
people.
serious.
There are religious girls who are doing it. Like,
exactly.
There's a bunch of them who got low numbers.
Like they're not gonna get they're not having sex till they get married. It's some women out here like
There's
that
some
were
I
sheltered in
know
the church.
virgins.
Yeah, well, I don't know virgins, but I
know
do
like
know a lot
three.
of women who had experiences at a later age in life than most people. Like to me, having sex when I was in high school ain't nothing. Like everybody was on. I know we had a daycare in my high school. Like seriously, like
Bodies.
yeah, I'm serious. Like we did.
crazy.
I'm just saying. Like it. That,
Bodies galore.
yeah,
over there.
relax, okay? Jesus Christ. So that's
we had it in my school too.
that's
It was
normal to me, but I do know when I have conversations with certain women that they just weren't, either they were really, really into religion and they're like, they waited until they got, like, I literally know people that waited until they got married before they really got it popping, which doesn't make for the most experienced partner.
horrible.
You know what I'm saying? But they do exist. You know what I mean?
Horrible.
They are
I
out
stay away
there.
from those women.
And, yeah,
No, it's funny. So I'm dating a girl right now.
No,
And-
Are you?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Yeah,
I am,
me
I
neither.
am.
Nobody in this room believes it.
Yo, how you just shit on him like
Yeah.
that? Guess said
So y'all
nobody
saying
believes
he's
it.
lying
So,
right
so,
now.
so you
Oh,
say I'm
God.
lying.
He's
I'm
a
le- I'm
liar.
legit-
Lying on his dick. There you
I'm
go. And we just talking about.
I'm legitimately dating.
We haven't seen you for 10 days.
I've been dating for like probably 2 months now.
Okay.
A girl.
That's what I'm gonna say. What happened to old boy?
No.
Yeah,
stop
like, what happened to
playing
old boy
with
you was talking to?
I'm just
Literally.
saying.
So and I had this conversation with her and saying that I don't care about the bodies, but I do care that one day I won't stumble into Pornhub and see a video. I can't forgive a video. So I was like, is there any videos?
What was she, Kim
Flo-
K?
How
No.
the fuck she supposed to know if a nigga done
I'm
snapped
saying-
a video of
I'm
her
just saying,
when
did
she
you
was
record
topping them
that-
off?
You don't care
Like,
about.
you know what I mean?
I don't care about bodies, but if I have to see a video of something else, that's a hard pill to swallow right there. You with your wife and then you scrolling you're like,
I
wait a
care
minute.
if a guy can.
I know that mode.
I care if I could possibly be out and a nigga be like, yeah, I remember her.
No, that
I
don't matter.
hey yo, I remember Cola.
Cola,
Oh,
like it's
man.
soul food.
I remember Cola.
No,
Like,
a
yeah,
video
I
is
remember
a video.
Cola. Yeah, man. Yeah, she had that little. We used to call her that because she had that body shaped like a Coke bottle.
Nah, that's
you know what I
nothing.
mean?
I told you guys
Like-
before, like I could care less if about your body count or who you've been with. I care nothing about that. But if there's footage, that's a problem for me.
There's footage in 2018. Like I feel bad. Like that's
I
what
feel bad
again.
that you got a date.
Yeah,
Like that.
that's what I'm saying.
Huh?
Like,
Like
yeah,
I didn't have to deal with any
I
of that.
definitely didn't. Yeah,
it's real out here. I
was
just care
good.
about. But dudes be snapping videos, and this is kind of like, did you make any? I got
You got to worry about that. You got to worry about whether or not she ever posted a twerk video. You got to worry about whether or not.
I don't care
you
about
know,
twerk video.
I do. If you're a representation to me, I do. But it's even here.
But what you did prior to me, I can't hold you accountable for shit you did before.
It just tells me
Yeah,
a
but
little
you
bit
gotta
about
deal
who
with
you
everyone.
are.
Like, yo, man, I seen KP's wife on the internet.
Yeah,
or,
man.
You know
what?
Like,
Yeah.
I gotta deal
I'm
with
like,
that.
you know, that's the way it is. You know,
Yo,
that's
Shorty
this
look
what
like
it
she
is
get
out
it
here.
popping for real.
That's what I mean.
With
like,
that cola,
Yeah,
my wife was asking how she learned that move.
That's crazy. All right, fellas, man. We
Nah.
talked about a lot, man. Let's get to this playlist real quick. Anybody got songs?
Yeah,
No, I
so
got
we got
songs.
the Commission Podcast playlist number 40 since we're
Hey.
on episode 50.
All right, man. 50-40. We here.
All right.
Mhm.
This is available exclusively on Spotify. It's got new music, throwbacks, unsigned artists. If you would like to be on the playlist, you could possibly make it if you hit us up at The Commission Pod on Instagram or send us your music at thecommissionpod@gmail.com.
Look at Kev giving the people hope, knowing damn well we ain't gonna play their shit.
Probably not.
Ooh.
Why? Let him play.
I mean,
It's like we just joking.
we
got,
played
like,
it.
Jokes,
We
man.
played
It's-
it
couple
stuff.
joints
We had.
that was good. We get a lot
Yeah,
of
we did.
trash music sent our way.
Hey, man,
I
keep
wouldn't
trying,
say
guys.
that.
Keep
Yeah,
trying.
We don't call it trash. on the air.
I mean,
People
Somebody took their time to like.
Look at Mike.
Yeah.
See, Mike is supporting an artist right now, so you got to
I'm
understand
saying.
he's
Yo,
gonna
we
be a little
got-
bit more
but
sensitive
no,
for
but
that.
like, if it's good music, we're gonna play it.
I don't want to call it.
I like to call it trash.
All right, maybe I shouldn't have said
You
trash.
said, you said like
Look
trash
at-
truck
Hey,
juice.
why do you even care? All
All
of a
right,
sudden,
don't
Yeah,
say
I
there's
know,
no
I changed this
dumpster
whole-
juice music. All right?
Because somebody's trying, you know.
Yeah. Like I
that's
said
funny.
about friends earlier, you never know what somebody's going through. That may
Right.
be they only will to keep living.
Right.
That's funny.
And Kev was
Yeah.
like,
Call my
your
music
music is trash.
What do you
That's
go jump off a
funny.
bridge?
Somebody go jump up right with a Commission Podcast sweatshirt on. With an F the Commission
I
Podcast.
believe
somebody
in you.
told us our podcast was trash. I'm not gonna,
Yeah,
it
that's
is
true.
what it is. I'm keeping
Dear-
it moving.
Dear
Yeah.
Stan letter. You gonna get a Dear Stan letter over here.
Yeah, man.
Because I know it's not.
Hey man, there you go. Fuck
Nah,
you,
all
fans.
good. Let's
Exactly.
get to the music. KP, you got something for us?
Yeah. I'm going with all Drizzy this week. I mean,
Oh, Drake.
All R&B music.
Chris Breezy.
Oh, Bree.
Oh, you said Drizzy at first.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I had to think
know.
about it. It's Chris Brown.
Couldn't pick which guy you wanted to.
You
Just
got
one of
your
your
songs, you
lover,
got-
homie, friends.
Hey, no, I'm gonna go because I got mine already.
Okay,
Yeah, I got
but do
mine
have
too.
it, but
Okay.
you
Go ahead, kid.
All right, so I'm gonna go with Arch and Point off Miguel's Kaleidoscope Dreams because that's who I got as my top R&B guy.
That's what it is.
I'm also gonna go with Tink. She got a new track called Different that's out. I'm kind of upset that the Tink Timberland album never got released, but
Blame Timbo
it's
for
what
that.
it is.
Yeah.
And then I got this new girl, Joyce Rice. She got this song called Blurred Lines that I like. So
Blurred lines.
Yeah.
You better be careful, Joyce.
Yeah,
They'll
you
sue
might
your
get
ass for
sued.
that.
Yeah, man.
I'm
We'll
just saying,
see.
be careful.
those are my songs. I only got 3 this week.
Cool. All right. I got 3.
go.
Oh, you know who we forgot to mention?
Oh,
Frank Ocean.
for what?
I don't know. Is he even in the conversation?
Nah,
No.
All right.
I'm good.
Yet.
That's definitely a drop.
I'm good.
He had a couple.
No.
Nah, he really didn't. He had.
He had one album.
He had.
Was it the orange thing?
first?
What was it called?
Yeah, the orange joint.
Nah, he had Blonde, but
I didn't
I
listen
didn't
to
really
Blonde.
I got
Yeah.
something for the playlist. Matter of fact, can I jump
Go ahead,
into
go
it,
ahead,
man?
Mike.
Why
Go
not?
ahead. You got it, Mike.
Frank Ocean, Novocaine.
Novocaine. Yeah, that's what I mean. It was the smash.
That's what we doing.
All right, I want to put it
Commercial
on. I
joints?
want to put
Okay.
it on there. I want to put it on the
All right.
All right. What else
the
you got?
playlist. Neo got a joint called Single.
Not no more.
Yeah, well. And then we gonna go with Trey. Like I said, We Should Be. Off the Trey Day album.
Okay.
All right, those are my 3. Let's go.
Okay. All right.
No R. Kelly joints.
You want an R?
Yeah.
You want R?
Off the R album.
Off the R album.
Mhm. That's my favorite R. Kelly album.
It is.
Really? That's your
Double
favorite?
disc joint
Really? That's your
or
favorite?
TP12.
TP12 is cool.
Yeah.
Chocolate Factory.
Which
was
one
that
had
TP
Feel on Your Booty?
TP2 is what I like.
TP2.
TP2
Ain't no such thing as
Yeah, it's,
TP12, but
yeah.
Yeah, TP2. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Feel on Your Booty was off of.
Wasn't it off the R?
Nah,
Second disc?
No.
Nope.
It
That was on Chocolate
Chocolate.
Factory.
Yeah, it
Chocolate
was.
Factory.
Yeah,
Chocolate Factory was
Yeah.
the
That was
album.
Ignition,
Yeah.
right? Chocolate Factory had
Yeah,
that
yep.
too, right?
Chocolate Factory
Yeah.
was like
that
the.
was the album I liked. That was
Yeah,
that's my
Chocolate
favorite
Factory I
one.
think was a double too, wasn't it?
No, I think it was single.
No, that was a
They had
single.
a lot of tracks.
It
on
had
Chocolate
Step in the
Factory,
Name of Love. It had hits on there.
The
'Cause
R
one of 'em had,
bangers, though,
Huh?
man. The R album had bangers.
You know, the R album is good. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that had either I Wish or something like that on there. I wanna
Nah,
say.
that was on TP2.
You sure?
I'm positive.
I I'm not gonna question Mike then. Jesus.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what Mike does.
KP, what you got, bro?
So I
Let's
got-
go now. Let me get art.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah,
throw
yeah.
an art
Oh,
joint on
alright,
there.
okay. Alright,
Let me
that's
throw an art joint on there. It's called "Son of a Bitch." That's the name of it. It was on. Damn, why can't I think of the name of this album? The joint that came out in 2008, though. They had Hair Braider and all that stuff on it.
2008.
I think it came out in 2008. You'll find it. It's called It's dope.
All right.
But yeah, that's it. All right, KP, my bad. You up?
That's all good. No, I had Chris Breezy, cause
Oh, you know what, Greg, you go ahead.
No,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I got-
Oh, this
I
Chris
got-
Brown
I
shit.
got- so I'm hating on C Breezy.
You
Right?
know what I mean?
I got Tough Love,
You know, shit.
All right.
right? I got She Ain't You, and Loyalty, or that's my drawings. So good hits right there. I was listening to all Chris Brown on the way up here. I was jamming
In the car by yourself?
in the car by myself. Yeah.
Set yourself
Man,
up.
you
for
ride
this
around
thing.
listening to R. Kelly by yourself.
Yeah.
No,
All
I
right,
doubt
hey.
it.
Yeah.
No, actually, you know what?
Seat recline.
Yeah.
R.
yeah.
Kelly is a R.
Yeah,
Kelly
you
is an
couldn't
R&B.
justify it now.
I'm not. R. Kelly's an R&B dude though. Like you can listen to 12 play like riding in the wheel. Like that's. I'm talking about the song 12 play. Like you can listen to Seems Like
You
You
can listen to
Ready.
whatever you want. Nobody's
on
gonna know.
your- Nah, I'm gonna have it blasting. So you're gonna be
That's
like,
funny.
damn, he playing that stuff.
Mm.
I'm not gonna do that with no Chris Brown. I'm sorry. I'm like,
You're older.
Stop hating. That's what
yeah,
you
I'm
say.
older. KP's my same age.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
said
damn, you're right.
I mean, yo,
You trying to be young guy.
Oh, all right,
trying
that's
to be-
true.
I've been a
living
fan.
young
He in
life.
these streets though, so he
Yeah,
gotta,
he
he
out
gotta,
there
he gotta
living
play
his
with the
life.
ladies.
I
Like
gotta stay relevant.
if they like Chris Brown, he gotta play Chris
Yeah,
Brown.
I
I
haven't
got
He's
you.
in the club. Definitely listen to Chris Brown.
I haven't met a girl who doesn't like Chris Brown. Period. Not
Rihanna.
one.
But you ain't met her.
Greg, what you got? man?
Karuchi.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a couple women
It's
don't
a
like
couple.
Chris Brown. It's a
Yeah, a
couple out
couple.
there.
I haven't met them though.
It's cool. You won't. So what I got is, and this is gonna be because y'all on this R&B vibe tips, but I'm gonna bring it back to some hip hop shit, right? Because we didn't touch on this week, but we're next week gonna start segueing into our commission recognition awards, and I think one of the categories that we should have is top verse of the year. So I'm gonna name 3 songs that I feel like qualified that I sent you guys in the group chat for verse of the year. First song, the games we play, Pusha T.
Fire. I was
Put it
listening
back.
on the way to work this morning.
Nice.
Just because it's up for album of the year, I'm like, let me run. This
Yeah,
back
just
real
revisit
quick,
it.
man.
Yeah, I
love
want y'all to
You know whose verse was crazy?
Mhm.
And the Ross verse on that was nuts.
on what?
On
Hard
the-
piano.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, Harp Piano was cool. I like
Yeah.
Harp Piano. The Nipsey Hussle, Blue Laces 2, another album that's up for album of the year.
That's an slept on album.
It is. I was listening to that on my way home. Blue Laces, like Blue Laces
Okay.
2 is a
I like
is a
that
great freaking
second
song.
on there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's
rap. Yeah, but no, I like the first one. Victory Lap is what's up.
Second
Yeah.
joint is super hard.
It is. It's the bass. Yeah,
Yeah.
the beat is crazy. And then the last one I have is from J&B album on the song Friends. My friends, your friends,
Mike
you know what I mean?
here, Curve here.
Yeah, man. Listen to
here.
that. Yeah, man. We
That's a
all
good
here.
song. That's a good
We
song.
all
though. He
here,
did a
yeah,
good job
man.
on that.
And I think it's appropriate that we end on Friends, considering that we started on Friends. I think we're reestablishing new friendships. You know, there's a lot of entendres that we can make here as it relates to Friends in our podcast
Friends
today.
that podcast together.
Friends. 1, 2, 3. All my friends
never heard that
are
song.
here
I've never heard
with
this either.
me.
What?
That's a Baltimore
Kev's
song.
my friend.
It's Barney.
Kurt's my friend. Mike's my friend.
That's a drop. All
I'm
right?
my friend. Friends. Friend.
what Greg
Y'all never
does
heard
to-
that from Barney? It is a Barney joint.
Nah,
Y'all
that's what I was
never
thinking.
heard
Is this a Barney
That's a
song?
Barney
Nah,
song,
I never
man.
heard it.
Greg wrote that when he was here by himself.
Hey,
Hey.
man, bars.
Yeah.
Hashtag bars, goddammit.
Greg probably has a book of poetry on the low. You
Yo,
mean-
man. And I got a rap
Yeah,
book
you
of the
definitely got
a book of
rap
rhymes.
yearbook
Rap
to
book.
match it, man.
Check
Thank
out.
you, Kevin, for
Yeah,
my
good
for
look
my
on
coffee
that.
table
Good
book.
look on that.
You know what I mean?
No
Your gift is
problem.
on its way.
Friends.
I ain't giving this motherfucker
We
That's
shit.
outta
all
here.
good. That's all about making an effort.
Hold on, no, I got one more. I got one more thing. All right. So, you know, one thing I've been working on for the week before we get out of here is we got to close this show off right, because all we do is just end it. So I just want to say this to all the people that's listening right now. There are millions of podcasts in the world, and we're just glad you decided to listen with us. You know what I mean? Keep that same energy, and we see you guys next week.
We didn't do no shouts.
Fuck the shout
Greg
outs.
just did it.
I just did the tagline, and you want to do the shout outs?
No,
Come
we
on.
good.
What's left for the
Thank
shouts?
you. Hey, man, we'll do shout outs next week.
We out.
We out.
The commission.